What's up, y'all? It's Tisha the Diva, and this is for my ladies. This is my podcast where amazing things happen and we get to talk, discuss, and celebrate real women of color. This is for my ladies is just for you. This podcast is a place where I get to highlight not only my life dreams and goals, but yours too. I believe I was called to create a platform for myself to express not only my thoughts, but those of other women that's unfiltered and untamed. I plan to talk and discuss topics that interest me and other women. I want my audience to be engaged and aware. So any topics, email them to me at tishadediva@gmail.com. What's up, y'all? It's Tisha the Diva, and this is for my ladies. I am back, y'all. This is season 2 of This Is For My Ladies. So we are getting into the new year so far. This is going into episode 3 of season 2 or episode 25, again, halfway through the new year because I started on the week after my birthday. So just to give you like a little backstory of how, because it's in season 2.
Birthday?
July 16th. I'm a Cancer.
Yes, my mom
Yes.
is too. Yes. July 9th.
Oh,
wow,
yes.
okay.
Cancers. Water. So I started my podcast the week after my birthday. I went skydiving for my 29th birthday, like a real number one bucket list adventure. So I went skydiving for my birthday, and then a week after, I was just like, you know what? I did one of the biggest things that some people wish they could do. Some people dream of doing. People want to do stuff like that.
I know.
So people, have you ever wanted to skydive before?
Girl, I got anxiety.
Yeah, anxiety. I know.
But okay, well, what
like
about something that is fearless? What is one
Yeah.
fearless thing that you would do, and
like-
remove your fear?
Well, I jumped off a cliff in Jamaica into the water, but if I know I can swim my way out,
Yeah.
that's one thing. But the sky and the ground,
Yeah,
I
gotcha.
don't know. I don't know where we're going to
Like,
be at.
yeah. At least there's some water down there.
Right,
like,
to catch
what's
your
the
fall.
worst
Something to
that
catch your
happen?
But I
fall.
would never jump off that cliff again, though, because it was so deep. I thought I was just about to drown. Seriously.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that deep until I looked
Do
at it.
you
I
know
was
how to
like,
swim?
wow. I know how to swim, but it's still like, I don't
Yeah.
know what's in that water.
Mine is just like, that's true. I can do a little something, like, all right, I'm a
Doggy
back
paddle.
shooter, yeah.
Right.
Like, I can do something, but yeah.
So what led you to the podcast?
So, what led me to the podcast? Thank you, Tiana. Yes. So, with Tiana.
You got my
I
nerve.
drink some more. 'Cause
Of
I'm
Girl,
course, that's what it's there for.
Exactly.
That's
This
what
is
it's
for
there
my
for.
ladies.
You know.
So, those who are just catching up, season 2. So, we're on to season 2. And I started, it was 52 weeks in a year. This is week 25. This is like my little baby,
Right.
it's developing and
It's
all of
almost
that
something to give
stuff.
birth, girl.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just giving birth to dreams and just manifesting, which I do see you talk about a lot on your Instagram.
I'm glad you said
so
those keywords.
yeah,
girl.
Yes.
just manifesting. So I was just like, you know what? I'm tired of just not just being my authentic person. It's just like, I know I am boisterous and I am loud, but I also know that I'm proud with it. So I can show love and all of that stuff or whatever.
Right.
And it's just like, when just recently I got a traffic light put up in Norfolk. That's how me and your girl Nikita had met. She had came out to a city hall meeting, which I was just like, I don't even know her like at all. Like, this is just social media. This is just Instagram and all of that stuff or whatever. And she came out, and
Oh,
that
yeah,
was just
Nikita is a number one supporter,
Yes.
honey. She
Let's
will
do
pull
it.
up.
Yes.
Like, shout out
Yeah.
to
I
Nikita.
be trying to-
at
I be trying
Brown
to
Sugar
get
Bay
supporters.
on
at Brown
Instagram.
Yes,
Yeah.
like
Brown
so.
Sugar Bay for you.
Yes. So, and that was just so, like, very proud. Like, that was very proud and all that stuff or whatever. So that's why I sent one of the topics to you, like humble versus proud. So with humble, it means to think, low of yourself, to be modest, to, basically think of yourself like at a low vibration, so
Yeah.
that, be humble. Even the word, when you say it, it sounds like,
Yeah,
be
you ain't even gotta be
humble.
thinking lawyer, so you could just
Yeah.
know who you are, but just know it can all be taken away at the same
Right.
instant. So you can still know you're that bitch, but don't say it.
But why? But why not?
Right.
Because then it turns into like you don't want to be bragging. I don't know. Like sometimes I'll say I joke around a lot, but you can say it, but just don't be like. It's hard to describe. You know how you have those people who only talk about themselves? You don't want to do that.
Just being self-absorbed.
It turns into something else.
Arrogant is another word for proud, like she said. So that's why I really want to come up with something that I call that I will put on Suit Yourself that I'm putting out on Saturdays.
Yes.
On my live. Her and I just recently on Saturday did a wind down on Suit Yourself where we're just helping each other, solve problems and simplifying problems for ourselves and our community.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Especially just the narrative between just the black community, black woman, and black man.
And each other. Because we need to, like I will do it every Saturday, any venue. Yes, and we can really go on live and really just talk about it and attract an audience. And just start more conversation about it. But what I want to coin, though, is medium words. You know how we just need to be balanced? We need to be in the middle because being humble...
Balance the whole... Yes. That's the word that needs to be put
Thank
out
you.
on this podcast.
Thank you.
Balance.
That's what it's all about.
And that's what the title can be. Balance.
Yes, balance. Because...
Put the little scale up there.
Shout out to the Libras. Like, because it's so true that, being humble can diminish your potential.
It can. Okay? Like some people need... You need to know who you are at the same token.
Right.
But then you don't want to just be like doing too much either.
Right. And doing too much is what we call being proud and arrogant because, proud is a good connotation for arrogant. Because when you're arrogant, that's when you come off self-absorbed. You come off too confident.
She meant, I didn't get it at first. I was like, proud. Maybe patting yourself on the back, but I get it now.
Right. And as I was saying, don't you think the American language, we have so much words. When you travel to other countries, they explain that to us a lot. We have a lot of synonyms. We have a lot of antonyms. We have a lot of, words that sound alike with different definitions. So that's what kind of confuses us when it's time to communicate with each other.
Definitely.
Because when a person...
You said the language...
English is not made to
Lisa Nichols, let me tell you. You asked me a question earlier, and you said, what person or something, and I'll give you the lady Lisa Nichols, single mom. I don't know if y'all heard or know who Lisa Nichols is. She's a motivational speaker.
I need to follow more of those.
Yes.
And less bad booshes.
So
Lisa Nichols, let me put her in.
So Lisa Nichols, so she talks of her story. And she was saying how, she was a single black mother on welfare, grew up in South Central Los Angeles, had to fight to go home and just all of that stuff. They told her, to not speak because, she struggled in school and all of that stuff or whatever. And she had a baby. Her baby daddy went to jail. And her story was, she was for 3 days, she had to wrap her son in a towel, because she couldn't afford diapers for him. And she was just saying how she looked at her son and was just like, I make this promise and this vow to you that we will not ever have to struggle like this anymore. Self-made, millionaire, billionaire, Oprah, all of that. Yes, let me somebody had sent me a clip of her, and I just started digging, and I started buying her books and all. That need to be whoever got a book club, that's stuff that y'all need to be talking about in book clubs, self-entrepreneur.
Look, I ain't want to put that out there, but
absolutely,
shout out.
It's just a fun vibe, but it's one of Nikita's clients. She she has her own business. She's gonna help people reach their dreams. She's just not I'm not a writer, so I'm just going to tell her and she's going to put it
a transcriber. Absolutely.
I was just about to say a transcriber.
Her information.
Right.
I definitely
That's
need
amazing.
her information.
Someone that can help you transcribe your viewpoint.
Exactly.
Because that's what I'm saying. All of these connotations and stuff we have, it's hard to express your view to other people.
Right.
And that's why even artists need artist development. They can't do interviews. It's very difficult.
Exactly.
It's okay.
That's just exactly.
We were conditioned to be that.
Absolutely. So Lisa Nichols went to Swahili. She had, speakers and an audience out in Swahili, and they getting her out there and all that
That's
stuff.
amazing.
Or whatever. Absolutely,
if you
girl.
can get paid to be you, I say do it.
Absolutely. Why not? Why
not? I
not?
ain't got to do nothing but wake up and say what's really been going on.
Exactly. Exactly. Why not? So she was they had asked her to an event, and she said, I'm going to try to be there. I should be able or something. They was like, no, it's either yes or no. They was looking at her you're going to try, so okay, you're going to be there. She was like, no, I'm going to see if I can make it. She was like, no. They was like, either yes, you're going to be there, or no, you're not. It's not those extra words and all
right.
that.
It's an ultimatum. It's an ultimatum.
It's yes or
American
no.
Language.
Right. Yes,
see,
black
we
or
bullshit.
White
We make
We're
up
trained to bullshit.
For example, and you know what bullshit is? Remember
Why?
my very first episode with my tribe. That's why I call her my tribe. Tisha is perception versus reality.
Yes, that was her first the podcast.
And that was what the episode was about. Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah.
Right. You know what? I'm talking about some hell yeah.
You know.
Like
yes, and that's why he leave language. It's either yes or no. It's
exactly.
Like that little white girl on that little hell yeah. Open that gift on Christmas.
Oh my God.
That you saw that.
I did.
Hell
see that
yeah.
post.
She was opening up 2 brushes like yes, I did. Yes.
But I really want to talk about how America was literally made up. And that's how other people look at it across the, the rest of the globe. They go by their ancient cultures. They go by their ancient beliefs.
Yeah.
And this was a manifestation. They manifested those 13 colonies that started here in Jamestown in Virginia. And after they manifested those 13 colonies, they manifested the rest of America.
Well, I'm from Georgia. My dad was in the military.
So okay.
And that's what I was mentioning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they manifested the rest of America because from the 13 colonies, it went down south over to Georgia and Florida. And from there, they had the Louisiana Purchase. We know our history, our American history.
Yeah.
Right.
These were literally manifestations. It was literally called Manifest Destiny. And as I tied it together,
and
a manifestation, manifest
are
destiny.
Really like blind to like you can really like manifest what you want to go on in your life.
And they did.
I'm telling you,
and they slaughtered people, and they didn't care.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
yeah. That's amazing,
what,
and that's how it should
be.
That's how it should be.
But I don't think people know though. I really feel like people are like blind to it. Like people think they just here to like work, party,
pay bills
and sleep. I think that's what it is. So they don't really like get the full.
And that's called being a consumer.
Yeah.
Like you're just doing nothing but consuming.
Yeah,
because honestly, when you're only a consumer and you're not producing anything, you're not the thing that you have to produce are your manifestations.
Exactly.
Right.
So even your brand, I always say that because they teach you that in business when you're a business major. I have a lot of business major friends.
I think I want to go back to school because
it just teaches you. It just grooms you. Yeah. Teaching just kind of grooms what you already know. It makes what you already know apparent.
And I always say that. Shit now, so
right. You ever walk in the room?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Right. You ever walk in the room and it was foreign? Let's say you didn't know what a chair was, right? And when you get informed what a chair is, when you walk in the room, you'll know that that's a chair. You get what I'm saying? If you're from another country, maybe a chair is called a chapeau, right? So you have no fucking idea.
Chair.
You know,
a chair.
You know what I mean? Like it's different.
I know what that is.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just more of like that's what education does. Education is all about making you aware of what you already see, what you already know. You know what I mean? So that's why it's always good to just keep grooming yourself.
Right.
We
I have a whole new
things to groom us
about education because before I was just like so against college and like I wasn't against college, but I just was like I feel like people were wasting their money.
They are.
Yes.
They do though. So it's a balance because they do. When you're not going for the right reasons.
And as much as I can go and check out a book and I can sit there.
But a lot of people think you're dumb if you don't go to college. Though.
No, you're not. And I don't want nobody.
A whole lot of stuff without being
because let me tell you, some of the millionaire, billionaire, trillionaires, all that don't have no education. Right. Don't have no education out of elementary and middle school and like all that. It's a lot of them.
And aside of other people's experiences for the validation, let's really dissect it because at the end of the day, it's all about work ethic. Your work ethic. Your work ethic is individual. You get what I'm trying to say?
It definitely is.
Sometimes you need that experience before you get that education because even as I just said, you have to become aware of experiences. You have to go outside of different places and see other things in order to be educated about what you just saw and what you just experienced. Because if you're just going out there with education, that's why they call it street smarts. Street smarts is experience.
Of course.
So, and that education just polishes your street smart.
Right.
Because street smart is what makes you natural. When you're street smart, you're a business person. And that's what I wanted to talk about. Yeah. That's what I wanted to talk about with you. Like even how you, like you said, you diminish college because it does put you in debt. That's a business mind.
Exactly.
I didn't even, but the thing
that's
is,
hustling backwards.
I didn't even stop because of it. I just felt like I was switching my major every semester, I was just like, I don't know what I want to do. Right. And I was already doing hair on camera, so I was like, let me just carry my ass to hair school because I was a fine arts major, then I was a psychology major, then I was a business major, and I was just like, I don't want to do any of this. But if I were to go back, I do kind of like, I found out last year, like all of 2018 taught me a whole lot. Yeah. I really like anything to do with the mind, so I could have really excelled in psychology. I really feel like I could have took it there. Right. But I don't think it was like my dream job.
But that's why I'm glad that you figured it out. You figured it out.
It's like as a hairdresser, you do hair. You're touching people. You give that time to talk to them about things.
You're even connecting to their scalp. Like you're touching their scalp balls.
Exactly. Like you're creating that magic. You're pouring that into them and all that stuff or whatever. And then it's just like, growing, it's just like a plant. Like if you water it, if you take care of it, if you nurture it, it's gonna grow.
Definitely. And that's what I've grown to realize. I was like, I really don't need. I was just like, I don't need to go to college, but some stuff I do. Just to have like qualifications, I feel like I might have to go back because I probably just need like to finish up. It'll probably only take me like a year and a half.
Right, because you have like 16 credits or so a little bit of credits
like that's something that you like owe to yourself as far as like your...
just because I don't like to be a quitter. I'm a Virgo. I hate quitting. I hate feeling like I didn't finish something. So,
but that's what commitment is too. Yeah. That's what commitment is. To show you're committed to something, that means you are going to show up and show out.
Exactly. Definitely. So I really feel like I'm gonna do that, but I don't know. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be this year, but I might start the end of this year for real.
So you definitely. So I have on my the season 2 opener, like the first episode. If you have not caught it, you have time to catch up right now.
No
nobody is
judging.
Judging you. This is for first
of all, this is no judgment
zone. We need to have like a sign like the Planet Fit. No judgment zone.
For real.
I pull out a whole projector.
For real.
Take for real judgment.
Like it's a few rules. It's a few rules. But I feel like
no judgment zone.
Yes. Oh my God. I feel like I don't even do that in general though. Like that's another thing about me too. Like who am I to tell you like, oh, look at her pouring so much wine over here, guys. Yeah. Oh, she's just an alcoholic. Like
look at me.
That's I'm drinking wine too. You know what I'm saying?
I'm probably gonna finish this bottle before we leave.
And that's fine. And that's fine. Period. This is for my ladies.
This should have been a boomerang.
This is for my ladies.
Oh wow.
We can get that.
We can definitely get that later.
Another glass.
We'll get that later. Right.
Exactly. No biggie.
Yeah. Exactly.
But what were we going on?
We're talking about language. We were just talking about the season. So goals, dreams, and manifestation and all of that stuff. So my first episode was 10 tips into turning your New Year's resolutions into a lifestyle. Right. Mm-hmm. And it was just like, following up, being accountable. And it's just like writing down, like, return back to school, put a date behind it, start looking into like researching the colleges.
I think putting a date behind everything that you want to do is a major key because a lot of times I didn't put a date behind it and then it just got drug out and then I just didn't do it.
Yeah.
So now I'm definitely putting a date behind everything. Like the only thing that I kind of like made on my to-do list for 2018 is to become more consistent with whatever I decide to do and the no meat. Because I really don't want to, I haven't had meat or my son has not had any meat the whole 2019. I know it's only been like 14 days.
Okay, vegan diet.
But that's good. But that's
really not a diet. We're not really on a diet. I just really don't want to have to eat meat anymore.
Exactly. So a lifestyle change. Okay, great.
Because I make myself, even though bread isn't healthy, I make myself eat more bread because I do not want to be skinty. I don't. I don't want to lose
But there are grains because it was a lot of reading I was doing because I had like gastro issues like with my stomach lining. We have a lot of acid and a lot of stuff isn't good for us. We're not supposed to eat like you said, so that's why a lot of people do the alkaline vegan diet.
But to be honest, I feel like my don't think I'm a weirdo. I feel like I'm not supposed to eat meat. Like, how some people can get away with just eating seafood and eating like
you're not.
But no, like some people are like okay with like I feel like I reach my goals faster when I don't consume things I shouldn't be consuming.
Exactly.
Like I drink a lot of wine now instead of drinking alcohol.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's more natural. It's literally made from natural fruits.
Right.
Natural preservatives.
Definitely.
Right.
And then they have even stores around the place, like if you can even start getting into jarring and glassing and bottling your own wines and all that.
It's fermented. Like, exactly.
Right. Last year, like from April to like maybe end of August, I wasn't eating any meat, and then those little mukbang videos got in my head, and I started eating seafood and chicken and doing stuff I shouldn't have been doing. But now I'm back. Like, that whole time, I was, like, way more, I could, like, really see, like, I had, like, tunnel vision. Like, I could see what I needed to do, how I needed to get there, but I was, like, distracted. I had a lot of distractions last year. But this year, I don't have no distractions. I'm not eating no meat. So it's, like, everything is happening, like, way faster. Like, literally, I'll say what I want. Like that 50 Shades of Pink thing that I'm doing. I'll like say how many tickets I want to sell in like the first 2 weeks. I already sold it.
You're becoming more productive.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm way more productive. I'm way more like in tune with my creativity.
Yes, I definitely got my ticket and my.
She didn't even have to buy one because I assumed she was
But no, you support yourself. Support your friends. No, we support each other. We don't do that. Look, we have to support ourselves and support our friends.
Oh no, I would have made them help me set up. Look.
No, facts. Definitely, but to say we earn our stuff with our friends. I definitely wanted to talk about that.
So in that case, we're doing a giveaway for the ticket, all right? We are. Okay. We are doing a giveaway. Yup. So
that's exciting. That's really exciting.
So we're gonna give away because I'm gonna leave it to you. I'm gonna let y'all pick because I'm in a giving spirit right now.
Okay, giving spirit.
Giving spirit. You know, it's gonna come back anyway.
It's always gonna always come back. Exactly.
Tenfold. That's why I love old sayings. Like sometimes you hear old sayings and you be like, I just be thinking about my mama like, Mom.
I should have. If I could do life all over again, we all will. But if I could do it over again, like today, definitely, I would do so many things different.
Absolutely.
Girl. Yes. But that's because experience. That's experience.
Exactly. And talking about experience just doing things over or whatever. So Tiana is youngin'. It's just so like.
I was born in 1997. Like that's something I always have to remind everyone. Yes, October 10/01/97. These numbers 97. That's a great year though. Like I researched about that year so much everything.
What's the path number? What's your birthday?
Oh, my life path number was 1. My birthday is 10, because my birthday is oh wow, you're an 8. Yeah. Okay, because I did read into that. Because I was just talking about idealism though.
Yeah,
thank you,
absolutely.
abundance, and abundance helps with progression. So that's why the show must go on. We were actually just in the car talking about how the show must go on. When you are an idealist, all 3 of us can agree with this. Because I had personal conversations with Tisha, and coming to you saying that you're an 8, being an idealist is the best person to be.
I'm telling you.
It's like they say like nothing's perfect. Oh, we're just human, but you want to be the best human possible.
Like,
you want to make the best decisions possible.
To everything. Like you need to just like.
Move on.
I failed all the tests last year. Like I reacted to every little thing that popped up in my corner. But this year, I'm not reacting to nothing. You want to get an
like that video or that guy doing the dance, saying the word.
Hello,
positive vibes.
And that's why I love. And
I know what to do now. I'm telling you, I don't want the karma. I don't want.
And then all of us as Black women, all of us as Black people, we all are artists in some way. So you're an artist. You're an artist. I'm an artist. That's why I love dance because in our artistry, we definitely get to stop thinking.
Back in the day and then I stopped. Like. And that's I feel like
come back. Welcome back. Look, welcome back to Death Row. Look, welcome back to Death Row. If you don't want nobody dancing in your videos, all up in the girl, come to Death. Welcome back to dance. Dance is amazing.
When the next time y'all going to the class? Because I'm coming.
Tuesdays.
Tomorrow?
8:30.
Yes. I'll be there.
Girl, for real.
We get a babysitter.
For real.
Is it in Virginia Beach?
Yes.
My sister lives in Virginia.
Right on Rosemont Road, girl.
Perfect. I'm coming to I'm gonna make a whole video.
Girl, for real. Absolutely. That's what for real. That's what we do. And you never know how many views you'll even get.
Shakes and all that stuff and have desire dance. Yeah, exactly.
You see how Black women and that's what I mean by Black women uniting with each other, like, because we never will know. You never know who you'll meet. You never know.
That's why this is for my ladies. Y'all better this is for my ladies. Exactly. This is for my ladies. Exactly. And this is what we do.
Facts.
This is what we do.
Facts.
And we calling all of our ladies, all of our 18, 21 up?
It's 18 and up for the party, but if you want to party with us after the party, it's
right. Because you know we drink.
Yeah, I'm not babysitting.
We drink. Exactly. And that's why I'm so happy because that's why I said, like I said, I was 97. I finally turned 21.
Oh, you're 21 now?
I finally turned 21.
God damn.
Girl, it's okay. Hey, look, not to use R. Kelly, not to use R. Kelly.
I'll be 30 this year.
That's why I say, not to use R. Kelly, but age ain't nothing but a number.
Age ain't nothing but a number, girl. But
I mean it in a good light. I mean it in the good light. I mean it in the good light, not the bad light, because I love Taraji's story.
Yes. Oh, yeah, she didn't pop up until she was, of age.
And I even love my mom's story. Like, my mom had me at 30. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom literally made me stop relating to that. She broke that generational curse where we were having, children at young ages. That's why I was so scared to have
at 19,
but that's why I was so scared to have a kid at a young age.
But I feel like my next
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Exactly, because that's ideal. Exactly. Like we're talking about, like when you plan your life, your manifestations are your idealisms.
Right.
That's what we call heaven. Because isn't heaven ideal? Heaven on earth.
You know what?
Heaven on earth.
I'm telling you, I really feel like that's why people of our race, I don't know if it's our race or our like generation, they're so lost because nobody talks to them about like manifesting.
Race. We can take it to race. Because think about inner city schools. Inner city schools, our curriculum teaches us how to pass knowledge about the American story.
Exactly.
Definitely. They don't teach anything about anything further.
It's all about the American story. And even like our, I was in private school for most of like my elementary years when I was raised in Orlando. So we had phonics where they taught you how to sound your words out. But most kids who are in inner city schools, the curriculum is about memorizing your words. Right. So you have to memorize the words that you see instead of learning how to sound the words out. And it makes you more inquisitive and skeptical when you learn how to sound something out. Like you question before, you survey before you ask. Right. Is what we learned when we do phonics. Math was arithmetic, and that's like Egyptian knowledge. Right. Like Timbuktu and African knowledge that they burned. They called it arithmetic.
Yeah.
You get what
My
I'm saying?
My son is really good in math, but he has little
that's
issues
so dope.
With like not really. He knows how to read and everything, but like he'll read it, but he won't understand it.
You ever heard about the left brain, right brain?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like
you ever heard the left brain, right brain thing?
Exactly.
But he's like a beast with math. I'm like, I forgot some of this stuff. He already knows like a lot of stuff they don't even teach in second
But look,
grade.
mathematicians are engineers. Mathematicians can build, get Legos and computers and computer science.
Yes, right.
And then readers, like they're more artists. They're more manifestors, like you said. We're planners.
Right.
We know how to speak. We know how to read. We know how to communicate. We know how to like we know how to market.
Definitely.
If you're a good reader, you can market to other people because you help understand.
All you gotta know is how to mind hack people. I'm telling you, all you gotta do is understand how people think. You learn these people signs and everything.
But look, check it out. That's called manipulation.
I am a Virgo. I do know how to manipulate people. And
I'm right behind you. I'm right behind you. I'm a Libra.
I think
I'm right
this guy
behind
used to talk to. He said, "You always manipulate people." I was like, "Well, you should have read up on the sign." Do your research. Next time.
Look, do your research. Like you already did, because that's what you did.
Everything.
Exactly.
I'm telling you.
You too.
I don't talk to any sign that doesn't. It got to be something that's sent from the Lord Himself for me to talk to it. If it doesn't add up, I'm telling you.
So one of the questions was like your ideal man. Like describe how that would be like for you. Like
ideal.
You mean as far as like qualities or like
everything? Like shape him.
Right.
Like,
let me manifest my man right now.
Yeah. Hallelujah.
Because this is for my ladies, and this is where you manifest things. You come up here and you talk about your stuff and you manifest it.
You know, I'm not a real big I don't do ugly, but I really don't look at looks. To be honest, like I've had different boyfriends that look totally different.
So what are physical attributes that you would rather have, or your ideal physical attributes?
I'm into like my health. Health is wealth now. So
Amen.
You ain't got to be the fittest in the jungle, but you got to just be willing to like.
And healthy men are sure potent.
Yeah.
So,
potent.
Healthy men, are you drinking your water? Are you drinking your water?
Yes, potent.
Are you getting your workout in? Are you getting your cardio? Your cardio.
I need to put that in my notes. Yes. Are you potent? Before we go on this date, are you potent? I need to put that one in my notes. I really am.
Right, healthy. Absolutely. I love that. That's a good requirement.
Yes, but I'm real big on personality. Like I've had like. I don't know. Like, it's hard for me to like people. So if their personality, like, kick off and they make me laugh, like, they like to do fun stuff, it's already a hit. But then after the personality, I started looking real deep. Like, how does this person think? Or what is this person? I sounded so stupid saying that. What is this person's values? Like, as far as,
like, after the outside, get into the inside.
Yeah, like, okay, you make me laugh, but, like, what else can you do for me? Like, are you, like, building me up? Or do you know how to communicate? Niggas do not know how to communicate.
Girl.
But that's the whole complex that we talked about, though. Yes. You know?
Yeah, and then a lot of people are, like, they're, like, depressed and don't even know it. Like I can like pick up on little stuff. I'm just like,
it's both too, or the God complex too, where they feel like I don't even have to explain to you because what I already thought is what I think.
Yeah. And then they end up like lost in the sauce.
Hello?
Most of my exes are lost in the sauce.
Lost in the sauce.
Look, I'm still here if you need like a counseling session, but other than that,
even still, they gotta pay for that too.
$25 an hour,
girl.
A little more
because I'm 2 hours. It's $45,
right?
Girl,
exactly.
Because why should we even like you played me like how you made me feel? I didn't like that. Why should I even give you any of my time?
I normally don't. I'm not friends with any of them. I'm not friends with any of my exes, to be honest.
Yeah.
My problem is too, like,
I'm
in the dust.
Yeah,
you know how what they say? Like ashes, dust aside, bitch. And it's like ashes, dust aside, nigga. Like, I'm just gonna pretend
like you
we never happened. Like this didn't happen.
The
only
reason why I hung out with you because I thought you was cute. Like we would have never crossed paths if
Like you go back to the objectives because you know the difference between objective and subjective. Like these were your little qualities, but the objective really was.
Yeah, some people have way more flaws than
they think they do.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay.
And I like how you went there. Look, what's the opposite of flaws? Like, what's the antonym of flaws?
I was looking
like you have more flaws than good qualities.
Yeah, good qualities.
Like your flaws outweigh your good qualities for sure. Wow.
And when your flaws outweigh your good qualities, you are now toxic.
Ooh, let's get into this because this was a good line of question that Tisha really had. It was like about how do you think people view you and do you care?
People think I'm crazy.
Their perspective.
For real.
And I don't give a fuck.
Right. It's good. I love that line. That was a perfect answer because you answered it direct.
No, they really think I'm a nut.
So why do you think people think you're a nut? Because there's a lot of people that think you're cool. It's a lot of people that follow you. It's a lot of people that keep up with you.
I'm like all of what I am what the people think. Like, you know how people have like an assumption about you?
A different perspective.
I got like a little bit of everything they think I am. So if they think I'm crazy, yep, I am that.
Yeah.
Like you saw the part of me that it's like 5% of me in that. Well, I'm actually like 35% crazy. And the rest of me is like cool as fuck. But, you know, some people only see when you acting a nut. So that's what they're going to
Because I literally saw that. I literally saw that too. Like, even when you post, it's just a mood.
I feel like people think I'm crazy because I just don't really care what I post. You know, I'll say what I'm thinking. My mom follows me. My dad follows me. They know I'm a nut. My parents know they know I'm like real loyal. They know I'm like, they know I say what I'm thinking. They already, I don't have nothing to hide, basically. So people automatically, how can I say this?
No, just say it.
My spirit kind of like bothers their demons maybe because they can't do what I do.
Yeah.
They have stuff to hide. They can't be as open as I am. So it might bother them a little
That's
bit.
exactly how it is. It's just like you shake things up in them. So they like kind of.
And I really don't care. That's the funniest part. I'm just like, okay, and I'm going to still be crazy.
But that's a whole community. And I don't even want to word it crazy. You are multi-dimensional.
Well, I feel like it's crazy because it's different. I'm going to just start saying different because it's something that people
But they always gave it that caricature. Because, you know, because that's why I love being born in the era I was born. Because I looked up to, like, your generation. I remember I was telling you, like, everybody who was getting dressed for the club and stuff like that. Like, we, as young girls, we looked up to you guys' generation. So it was just looking at you guys. Even when they called Pharrell weird. You get what I'm trying to say?
But the thing is, I understand him so much.
Exactly.
Like, I'm just like, I see
exactly.
why.
Like, but that's how it is when you're futuristic and like you said, you're abundant, you're progressive.
Really, like,
you're already in your future. You've already moved on.
Definitely.
So you can't care.
Yeah.
Because you've already moved on. I'm not even focused on that anymore. I relate to that so much.
I'm telling you, it's some people who like I can tell how people think based off of how they I don't go off of everybody Instagram, but I can just tell like some people just have no care in the world. They don't have no clue about life. You can just tell by some of the things they do. They only care
they care about validation.
Yeah, I like it.
They care about like worldly things. They're like, you know how they say like old saying, "Are you in the world or are you of the world?"
Right.
Which one?
Yeah.
Which one?
I'm telling you, these people. I just feel like I don't know. Maybe y'all should do like an event where it's trying to like open the mind of people to really like make people more aware.
Educational stuff and make people aware in culture.
Yeah,
because it's culture too.
You're right. I'm gonna put it together.
be with you because I'm already assistant. I'm already assistant. Like, shout out to Creative Nation. You know what I'm saying? I would totally be a part of that.
People really need to like open up their minds a little bit. I feel like, and you know, I'm all into like my
spirituality,
my numbers and all of that.
All of that, yeah.
All of my little numbers I get, it tells me that I can like not really persuade people. Like I'm supposed to like be like a light worker. That's what the little, when I look up everything, every time I see something, I see triple digits every day. It's not a day that goes by.
Wow.
And it's like maybe like 6 sequences that I see every day. I'm not gonna tell y'all what it is.
Yeah, that's
no.
That's yours.
Yeah, it's mine. I learned to not post what's mine. Like if I know the universe is giving me something back, or God, I don't want people to think that I don't believe in God. I definitely believe in God.
Of course.
No, but God is within. But that's why I like being open. We shut out like what we truly believe, and it will not allow people to inform, be informed. Because I just posted a post like that on Instagram. Like it says that voice in your head, everybody's calling it God and everybody's saying it's a him, and everybody's trying to personify it. But your intuition is your light. And if you're a light worker, you're an intuition worker, and your intuition helps you manifest.
I'm telling you,
that voice in your head.
I'm telling you, I believe in it so much. I'm like, I'm not going against nothing. If I see something that's not adding up, like I'm definitely gonna listen to it. Now, last year I went against it. I was like, this is just bullshit. I'm not gonna, pay it no mind. Whole time I should have been listening the whole time, but this year, I'm telling you, every time I've been listening to whatever
your discernment,
everything's been A1. I'm telling you, I threw this little event. I started the Eventbrite for the 50 Shades of Pink in like maybe end of November, but I wasn't pushing it until January for real. I really sold like 50 tickets already, and it's just like I didn't want to sell more.
50 tickets
but it's supposed to be like a real.
More. Is it more intimate?
It's supposed to be intimate,
but you can still make it intimate, and that's why I love being a part of like big organizations. That's what I mean by experiences. Attract people that had experiences like that,
right?
Because like even being in the band, like if you have a party of like 180 people, you can still make 180 people feel like they're alone with you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, my goal is to get like 120 females because I don't really want to have like we can't all play the games together because it's definitely gonna be like more female oriented games. I want everybody to be able to participate.
Okay.
So
what are some of the games? So
we got like, well, of course we're gonna do a little fun stuff, but it's like a the first game is just like the shot at the door to see who could do it without no hands and like don't have anything dripping out your mouth. It's kind of like a bachelorette party. I don't want.
Fun.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
It's like,
well, how about this? Well, what is the mission? Why do you want to have this event, and what made you manifest this event?
Well, this year is all about self-love for me. So I just felt like I've been doing the 50 Shades of Pink party, but I really never had a meaning behind it. This year is all about like being comfortable with who you are, being open. The lingerie makes you be open. Like
your sexuality, right?
Yeah, and then like. I'm all into like love is the answer. So I just feel like Valentine's Day is in February. Making people like more vulnerable. People are just so against, even people who have just been heartbroken, they just feel like they can't open up their hearts a little bit more. So I'm just pushing out love. However I gotta get into your mind, that's how I'm gonna do it. And I feel like making shit kinky, that's how I get in people's head. Making girls feel like they're gonna have a time in their life and then go out and have fun. They're open now. Now their minds are open. Now they are willing to listen to what. If I want to start off saying, "Oh, we're gonna take no hand shots with whipped cream around the rim," and then go into talking about crystals and manifestation, they don't even know I just did that. But they're already
marketing.
Open.
But that's why I love marketing, and I see that in you. Like you're a total business marketer.
Definitely.
For sure.
I plan on like opening in there
because your mission is really good.
Yeah.
It'll help people do something that's so needed in the Black community.
Yeah,
that will help us continue to be inventive.
Yeah,
exactly.
Manifesting is inventing.
Definitely, and
absolutely.
One of my numbers told me not to be so vain, and I feel like because I'm into fashion, because I like, my image is a part of my brand. I am trying not to be so vain, but being vain kind of like it's part of like, I don't want to say the Black community, but Black people are kind of like the only people who care about like how they look, what they got on.
You don't have to.
And I have to get into their head a little bit.
Some stuff is not opinions. That is a fact. Even Dave Chappelle joked about it. Remember when Dave Chappelle was joking about he was in front of Sprint. He had a Sprint phone. He had rims. Girl, we are vain. Kanye West talked about it, and all falls down. Even to this day, right? We're not building wealth.
To rewear stuff like this.
We're not building wealth.
I want to start like promoting rewear your goddamn clothes. You don't have to buy a new outfit every time you go
and
out.
thrift. Or even, I just said I wanted to talk about your look. I seen you at Origami on New Year's, right?
New Year's.
Look,
girl,
check it out, girl. T-shirt, hot
t-shirt.
pink pants, popping.
I was like, I'm not gonna do too much this year. Normally, I go out and I get a custom dress made that's like $500 to $700. I was like, I'm not doing all that this year. I got a whole 8-year-old who's needy as I don't know what. I got things I need to be doing with my own money. So that's the main reason why I was like,
call us mean. You call that mean. That's popping, though. That's really good because, like, you're not spending beyond your means.
Right.
You're being mean.
Right.
And you're not spending beyond your means.
Any more, like, let me stop. I'm not going to lie. I might buy it if I feel like it's cute enough, but I'm not going to buy it just because it's name brand. Mm-hmm. That's what I feel like needs to be put out there. Like, people buy things and say, oh, I was fly as fuck because my shoes said Gucci. But you really don't need no Gucci shoes on. Like, my son does not wear Jordans. He wears, he'll wear Nikes, Adidas, or whatever. But I don't follow with the hype when it comes to him. He don't even like clothes.
But he's not even going to be thinking about that. And as you said, like, you probably even have, like, a baby engineer. Your baby loves math.
Exactly.
That means your baby's going to love science and math.
This is his camera that I had to buy him for Christmas. And I said, you're going to take my picture with it. It's a little Nikon. But he made me buy it for him for Christmas. I was like, okay, he likes gadgets. I already know that.
I love that.
I always be like, well, Jordan, if you like video games, you should create a video game for people to play. That's why I'm like, if you don't be, and a little poor lady knocked on my door as we're on our way here, asking for money. I was like, Jordan, you got to create a video game and get, your product out there if you don't want to be her in like 20 years.
Yes, and that's how you have to show
advice.
Exactly.
Yeah, like, he was scared. He was like, "Mommy, who's this lady at the door?"
Exactly.
Somebody you don't want to be.
I took my nephews to Washington D.C. on a trip one time, and I'm like, "We gonna go to the museums. We gonna do that." They ain't care about that. They just want to be at the hotel playing the pool, be boys, and all that stuff or whatever. But like, we had stayed at the Hyatt in the hotel. It looked down on the street, and it was like, why that man land in the street?
It's getting a little.
Exactly. I'm like, that's because he ain't go to school and he ain't want to do this. And he was mad at his mama.
That's what I said, Joy. It's because he didn't come in the house and do his homework. That's why.
But me, like, I think so progressive and so futuristic. I'm so focused on breaking generational curses, and that's the ultimate self-love too.
Exactly.
To not see your babies or your future, people in your future community dealing with the same issues that we dealt with on a daily basis.
And I
feel like a lot of people brag about that. People brag about that, though.
I'm telling you, like, my son, I feel like he really was sent to me to be like a little messenger for me, because he'll say little slick stuff. I be like, well, dang, like, maybe that was like a sign to, like, maybe I need to sit at home today and not, do all this extra stuff. Like, he'll really like put little messages in my ear from time to time. So now I don't even like, I try not to like yell at him when he does something wrong. You know how like black people just like beat their kids or something.
Absolutely.
Like, last year was my first year not like putting my hands on them. Okay. Because normally I'll put my hands on them.
But that is our first resort. That's what we behaviorally and environmentally learned.
So now I'm just like, well, no, because we don't understand the kids first. So I feel like that's what we kind of went wrong. And then people aren't like as connected with their kids. They just buy them stuff. I don't even have to buy my son anything anymore. Like, he's content with like playing with a box.
Listen, it's time.
And he's still a kid.
And I'm a product of that. Yeah, I'm a product of that. You get what I'm saying? Because the kids don't even become grown until they become more distracted because it's not enough time being spent with them. Right. It is nothing but time that children need. Time and love. And attachment is love. You get what I'm saying? When you're truly attached to your child, they will know it and feel it. Attachment doesn't just stop when they're infants.
Right.
It's the time, any time that you're spending away from your child, they're going to be learning something that's not from you.
Right. Exactly. And that's what I feel.
That's scary.
Like, regardless if I'm the only parent around, I'm going to pour some more wine. Don't judge.
Absolutely.
Hallelujah.
But absolutely.
And that's what the people on live don't judge. Because I know they are.
Oh my goodness. But absolutely. But I think the attachment as far as like kids and all of that stuff and investing in the time. So speaking of that, me and Tiana talked about Surviving R. Kelly. Like,
I didn't even want to watch that. Like, I hate stuff that breaks down my spirit a little bit. Like, I don't want to watch girls beat up and put into like a little room. Like, you follow me on Instagram. You follow me too?
Yeah, I followed you.
Girl, I be watching futuristic fantasy stuff. Like, I like to watch things that kind of like get my mind going, or like, how can
oh no, like an investment.
Did you watch You?
I did.
I didn't see it yet.
But I watched it because I'm telling you, like, some of the stuff, you know how you think about stuff, but you would never do it?
Absolutely.
He was the guy that was wait a minute.
Yeah. I mean, like, maybe I could actually get away with this.
Well, give me a rundown, because I'm just like an audience member that never saw you.
I watched Gossip Girl first, so I couldn't get Dan Humphries out my mind when I was watching it. I was like Lonely Boy.
Yes. I used to watch Gossip Girl when I was younger, too. Yeah.
Did y'all watch Pretty Little Liars?
Yes, I did.
But the thing is, I started watching it when I was like high school, and then I started back watching it all last year, and I was like, man, but the way it
so much happened.
Yes,
I
was
just like, they ended up,
and it was reoccurring.
Like, wow.
And once they got the ratings,
I was just like, this is getting too soap opera-ish.
Yeah, but I was just saying that once they got the ratings, that's why it became soap opera-ish. When you think about it, like the more money that companies make, the genuine,
every episode
dialogue about it just goes away.
Problem. I'm like, how y'all got a new problem every episode?
Because they want more money. They have more ratings. We needed more problems. They're even doing that with Love and Hip Hop though. They're doing that with Love and Hip Hop. We having all these seasons. Like how many Bad Girls Club seasons do we need?
I was telling
how many
I don't even watch
reality
TV anymore.
Exactly.
Let me tell y'all, I used to love reality TV shows.
I did too.
I wrote a paper.
It's faker than the
paper for Norfolk State for Dr. Brockington class about my Monday night
setup. Dr. Brockington from Norfolk State.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Brockington.
Honestly, yes. Dr. Brockington is amazing, girl.
And I read, because they know I got this little USB that I had since college.
Oh my God,
girl! And I was looking at them daggone papers. I was like, bitch, like I really loved that reality, but it was something I related to. Something
it used to be reality, like when Real World was out and College Hill. That used to be reality. Now it's like, oh, you need a storyline.
But it is a storyline regardless, though, because that's why I love books. I was one of those kids, right?
But their storylines are so noticeable. Like they don't.
It's so
they're predictable.
It's
predictable
written now
because it's scripted. Like you can tell that it's scripted and predictable now. But
it's worse in the movies. Like it's
terrible. It's trash.
But that's what I was just about to go into. It all started with books because that's what books make you do. Like when you read a book, it can make you imagine a story. It's imaginative. It's more descriptive. You have to be more descriptive so you can visualize.
You can put yourself there.
You're literally making a reality. That's why I'm glad that we're talking about manifestations because it's helping you. For example, if we all close our eyes right now and I was to say, think of grapes, right?
Okay. Right. I got grapes in my head.
I got grapes.
Right.
I'm about to step on
it. In a basket.
Exactly.
I'm about to make some wine.
Sun shining on them.
And you see what she's saying? She can descriptively help you imagine what her manifestation is. Her grapes could have been, red. My grapes could have been green. Your grapes could have been, like you said, about to be crushed into wine. Right. You get what I'm trying to say? Like we all have objectives. If grape was the objective, the subjectives and the descriptors and the adjectives help create your own viewpoint and your own perspectives because we all are singular people with multiple perspectives that bring us together.
Absolutely.
So that's why it's just crazy how we manifest
inspired
stuff.
me to really start talking about manifesting because I be trying not to sound like a lunatic on Instagram.
And you're not a lunatic.
But no, girl, the things that come to my mind, I don't post. Like I don't.
But
post
you know what's
everything.
important?
Okay.
When you post you attract you.
Yeah.
You have no idea when you're acting like you.
Definitely.
Everybody who thinks you're weird are literally segregating from you. Remember, I was telling you, I'm pro-segregation, and that's why I'm glad about saying it loud now. I'm pro-segregation because when you segregate yourself, you are literally telling yourself, okay, I naturally can't assimilate with this.
Exactly.
Right.
Like assimilating with this is a force.
Exactly.
Right.
I'm not even assimilating with this to the betterment of my
like these days. If people don't understand what I say,
it's just not for you.
Yeah, they're not like. They're not.
But girl, you relate. It's a post that I saw that you did, right? Shout out to this post, right?
Let me hear
it. You had a post. You said that you can go from Kid Cudi to Migos.
Yeah,
you can go from. You get what I'm trying to say?
But I'm not even a Migos type of female. Like people don't even know. I barely listen to trap music. I don't listen to rap.
So that's what makes you multidimensional.
I like Khalid. I like Lord. Like I listen to all things that they think black girls shouldn't listen to.
Yeah,
and that's like all the way me. But I'm just like I don't give. My son like it. I like it.
Right. That's me too. You get what I'm trying to say? I
don't ask me to plug my phone up in the car if you don't.
Want to hear what I got to play?
Because I'm gonna play something. You're not gonna want to hear what I'm listening to.
But like when you're more of who you are, you attract who you are. So you can constantly play Kid Cudi, and then next thing you know, you'll be in a car sooner or later with everybody that likes Kid Cudi, and everybody's rocking out to Kid Cudi.
Right, I'm telling you.
Because I was hanging out with girls for a long time that didn't even like Beyonce, and then I hung out with Tisha, and we listened to Beyonce's entire Serato, 3 songs each album.
I'm telling you, I have so much more respect for Beyonce because she's so spiritual. Like nobody even catches on.
Oh my God!
God. Like she doesn't. Nobody even knows. Like, they looking at. They just going off because she can dance and she's an all around entertainer. But homegirl is like all the way woke,
and she's ideal. And I love her and Jay-Z. I'm so sorry. Their union. People talk about the cheating and the scandals and the this and the that.
But he's still human. Like you know.
Thank you. And not even that. You're still accepting your baby daddy.
They ain't got no room to talk. Who she gonna be with? Who else she gonna be with?
That's what I'm saying. Their union. They really showed.
That's because people want Jay-Z and Beyonce to humble themselves.
But I feel like they are humble.
But humble's whack.
Yes.
Remember what we were saying? We need a balanced word. But Beyonce is not good for you.
Beyonce is balanced because she does in her songs.
Exactly.
She spices it up a little bit.
Let's come up with a word today. What is that middle word? Yeah. Don't be humble and don't be arrogant, but be this.
I mean, just be a little spicy.
Be appropriate.
Yeah.
Be goddamn appropriate. Yeah. Don't be, you ever heard that word presumptuous? You know how somebody said, well, I presumed that you did this, but no, you assumed. You thought you took a shit, you died. Right. You didn't think right. You thought wrong.
Exactly.
That's what I used to get whoopings for that. My mom would tell me, like, well, you said you thought. Well, what did you know?
Yeah. Shout out to mama.
Shout out to my mama because she really would say that. Like, what did you know? You know what I'm saying? For real, like, what is that middle word? I would just say appropriate because at the end of the day, don't dim your light, don't dim yourself down. But at the same time, don't overpower everybody to the point where you don't let other people's light shine. Absolutely. And like you said, you're a light worker, so you can help. And
I didn't figure that out until last year. Like, I didn't know what nothing. I was not spiritual before 2018 at all. I'm not even gonna fake funk over here. Like, I swear to God, like, I think because my dad was sick, so I was like, I had
experiences will take you there.
Like your awakening.
Yeah. It was like the beginning of it because he had the tumors in 2017. That's when I had a panic attack in 2017. I had a glass of sangria. I went to sleep and I woke up and I couldn't breathe. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I knocked over everything in the house. Made my sister rush me to the hospital. Didn't know what the hell was going on.
For real?
So I had dizzy spells too. Like really, I was getting dizzy. Like, I don't know. I still to this day don't know what it was.
But life catches up to you. You have no idea. Like, experiences will do that to you. You know how you suppress and you just be like, you know what, fuck that. That happened, but fuck that. But your body and your mind, your suppressions and your unconscious will wake up. And
I used to lay down. I never got dizzy. After my dad was sick, I never got dizzy until at night when I was trying to go to sleep. And then the room just felt like, I would close my eyes and it felt like the room was spinning. I was like, what the fuck is going on? So then I went to the doctor. Like, I went to 3 different doctors. They said, oh, it's vertigo. I'm just like, man, what the hell is vertigo?
But vertigo is being dizzy. Vertigo is the state of being dizzy. That's why I love studying words.
They made it seem like I was scared of heights. I'm not scared of heights. I still fly and everything.
You know, you'll even get motion sickness sometimes if you're on a boat.
I don't even get motion. I don't do any of that. That's the thing. Wow. So I just felt like, I don't know. I spoke to a whole lot of people. I told
yes.
I told I don't know who to call her. Elizabeth.
Y'all are stupid.
I don't even know what the fuck to call her at this point, but Ellie. When I first started like going through like my little phases, I had called her. I was like, girl, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me, but something's not right. I'm like dizzy, like it felt like my forehead was throbbing, like, and that's when I looked up like the third eye. Like people really, I feel like Black people is the only people who are like not open to things outside of Christianity.
Exactly.
But I'm not gonna get into that because I don't want people to think I'm demonic or something.
No, people don't think you're demonic. Let me tell you. That's what this show is about. You have to be cultured and you have to be educated. I hate that.
I'm telling you, like my third eye is wide open. So now,
educate yourself.
2017, girl, I can peep. Like I can read people. Like it's so crazy. Yes. Like I can like feel like I know when I'm in a bad environment, I need to go. Like
absolutely.
Some nights, girl, when it's a full moon, like I feel the dizziness. Yes. Like it's real crazy. But
and
I'm not
follow that every time.
I do
every single time.
Girl, I even got. I was like, Jordan, whatever you want, you just gotta make. You gotta make sure you put your mind to it. And make sure you say that's talk as if it's already happening.
Exactly.
The thing is, though, look. They really call our mind, like, they really call our mind not God. That's what Christianity does.
Like that's the minute,
because I was trying to word that, like she said, I don't want to sound demonic. Because people will call you demonic, for real.
Girl, they will, and they don't understand. They don't understand. But I don't, to be honest, I told you I don't care. I told you I don't care.
Girl, my mama was trying to splash the holy water.
No, but you know what? You know what? My mom is a full-blown Christian. Like, she's a church goer. She watches church every
my God.
What it says?
I done defined demonic, y'all.
Define it for me.
Y'all, look, this is the, look, because you know I love the words, because words have definitions, okay? It says it is an inner or attendant spirit or inspiring force. So it's
they don't want you.
They don't want you to be. Christianity doesn't want you to be inspired by any outside source.
They make it sound like if you say spirit, oh, you do voodoo.
Yes.
Oh, this bitch that spirit. Oh,
she doing
witchcraft.
You know what?
She about to get the bones on the table.
And that's why I love the Water Boy, because the Water Boy, Bobby Boucher's mom, tried to hold him the fuck back.
Listen, that's what I call people who aren't spiritual. I call them Bobby Boucher head.
Yeah, yo, Bobby Boucher head ass.
Yo, Bobby Boucher
I like that. I'm stealing that. Yeah. Stealing that.
That's what I thought. I was just like, every time I light a candle, y'all think I'm doing a ritual. That's not what it is. Like, if I feel like I need love, I light a pink candle.
Yeah.
It's like little stuff. What you wear, you attract what you, the colors and everything.
Why is having a ritual having a bad? Why is that a bad connotation?
A ritual is not bad.
Prayer is ritual.
Prayer is a ritual.
Get down and pray 5 times a day.
That's
and
a
get
ritual.
Down and pray. That's a ritual.
But when I said ritual, I meant like trying to do like. You know,
I get what you mean, like dark black, like like seances and stuff like that.
Because you trying to like.
Because sometimes when you are like in,
and you know, voodoo is not bad. It's what you do with it that makes it bad.
It's not even what you do with it. It's your intentions behind
it. Your intent. Let's get into intent.
Come on.
Let's get into the intentions.
Intentions.
That's part of manifestation as well.
Hello.
Like, why do you want this?
Not for like you want it for vanity. Like you said, you want it for money.
Are you trying to shit on somebody, or do you want it to like make yourself go further and like?
Or do you want to break generational curses? Or do you care about your community? Because I saw that too. Tupac was saying that. He was just saying like, people always try to call themselves so real, but sooner or later they're gonna reveal themselves being fake.
Right. That's why I don't
fake
care.
People are.
I'm telling you, like, I had like a little beef going on. This was like last month. It was like some real embarrassing footage put on Instagram. But you know what? I didn't even care because I'm like, I don't care. Half of y'all hoes on Instagram go through the same stuff, but y'all try to cover it up.
Girl, I didn't see that.
It's good that you didn't, but
I didn't either. But
honestly, I don't even care. It was like something toxic in the past.
Okay,
but it was sent out to other people. It wasn't nothing like, it wasn't no porn. But
I feel you. It was something that was still defamation of character.
Yeah, they was trying to make me look bad.
And I can't wait to be a rich bitch because I'm letting you guys know. I'm suing anybody that's defaming my character.
They tried to make me look crazy, and now I'm still the fuck popping.
And I have a podcast.
Trying to be humble when I say that.
Look at me. It's a lot of black women have to unite. I know so many. Lawyers.
We have to.
I know so many lawyers. Defamation of character.
Definitely defamation of character. Defamation of character.
That was.
Make sure y'all check out.
And guess what? My tickets is still selling.
Come on, exactly. Okay. Check out season 1. She's a slut. She's a hoe. She's a freak. Because people would try to put their projections on you and all this stuff, girl. What you said, y'all had a Twitter page or whatever.
Girl, yes.
We had a MySpace.
We had a Twitter and an Instagram. Exactly. No, we had an Instagram page of all of the thoughts. Like, even that word thought, jump like people try to call you all these things.
But what is a jump off? I feel like people make sex sound so bad. And that's what 50 Stages.
Exactly.
That's what my event is for. To make I'm not saying go out here and fuck every nigga you see.
Exactly.
But be like, don't feel like sex is like something
that's not natural.
And here's one more word. Look, this is the last time I do this.
And women are portals for the spirits.
But check it out.
Let them in.
I have one more word to teach y'all though, because it's this word called libel. Here we go. I need y'all to teach this.
Why am I almost done with this bottle?
Call people out.
Yeah.
And that word, you know the word is liable. Like people will try to make you liable.
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 Like, let me
a false truth.
Liable.
When somebody's trying to make you liable of false truths,
no?
Go live.
I don't know how I'm gonna hold my phone up.
Girl, we can hold it up on a wine bottle that we're not using.
Empty,
the empty one.
Here, put it in there.
Put it on the empty one because you're drinking the pink. Right. Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying is, though, it's this word called libel, though, and it sounds like Bible, okay? Yeah. The definition of libel, it is also a law. It is a published false statement that is damaging to a person's reputation.
Okay.
or a written defamation.
Make sure.
So you fucking up my reputation and you fucking up my defamation.
Exactly. So make sure you check out She's a Slut, She's a Hoe, She's a Freak.
Season 1.
Everybody is liable. If I have your name and I know, you're liable now.
You're liable.
And the thing is, like, listen to that double entendre in the American language. Don't you niggas be lying?
Niggas always lying.
Bitches be lying.
Bitches always lying.
So you liable.
We be lying.
You have that ability. Yo, Abel. You have the ability to lie. So you liable.
You liable.
Mm-hmm. And I don't got time for y'all liable because I'm a truther.
Exactly.
I tell the truther.
People, I'm telling you, people are not their authentic.
Like, I did that. I didn't do that.
That's what we have to be. And that's what we have to be. So speaking of which, so you was talking about E. We was talking about that. You said you went to hair school.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, E, that's my girl. That's my best friend.
Yes.
Shout out to, like you said,
Authentic Ellie
from Ellie Lock
ATL's finest.
The colors, a new cut, a new color, a new hairdo.
She coined Tiana Youngin. She was like, I love her.
For real?
She was like, that Youngin right there.
No, but Lisi been my bitch. I didn't even know it. She been seeing my light. I'm telling you, like, I didn't have a car in hair school, and she used to drive from, like, I think it was either Norfolk or Virginia Beach, but she used to drive from there to come to Portsmouth to pick me up. This was for like maybe 4 months.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to people that are like
just
that.
so I can finish hair school.
You feel me?
And then she used to drive me back to Virginia Beach, and my mom used to just pick me up from hair school.
And you'll never forget that. You'll never forget that.
That was like a highlight of like the people I know I need in my life. Like even like, I think she moved to Georgia, so I had stopped talking to her for a while. But then like we had I always followed her on Instagram. Yeah. So like when I had like weird shit start happening to me, that's when I started like hitting her up like, Lisi, tell me more. Like give me more details on what the fuck is going on.
Oh, that's a good quality you have, because people in their dark times, they have a hard time seeking outward. They think that they can fix themselves without seeking outward.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's so important.
And that's
Seek therapy. That's what I did with my girl. Because for real, even Saturday, I was feeling sad about a breakup, feeling sad about a nigga.
Fuck,
you know what I mean?
Niggas.
But fuck them. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying?
It's
I have to
always
be focused.
one.
I'm focused on my vision board. I say, you know what? I'm just going to call Tisha instead of going to the club, getting drunk, meeting somebody. No, me and Tisha end up winding down, talking positive, manifesting.
Girl,
you get what I'm saying?
Can we say it for my followers? Manifesting. Everybody needs to know what manifesting means. Can we look at the definition? Because people people swear.
Siri. We all have Apple phones. We all have Apple phones.
Right.
Facts. The word stress.
I'm telling you, like, people do not believe in the universe, but they'll start seeing 11:11, and I'll see people like go against. They're like, well, I don't believe in karma, or
girl, you gotta play
this
boom like an 808. You make it like the DJ.
Hey, yo, I'm good.
Put it on the playlist.
Everybody who has an Apple phone.
Give me a list. Give me a list.
Oh, bitch, I need a list.
All of them.
But all of us have Apple phones, though. Everybody uses Apple phones because they're user friendly. If you have Siri, you need to utilize your Siri. You can ask your Siri almost anything. Yeah. So let me look up this
Siri,
word.
Where is my man?
Hey, Siri.
He is at 420.
Okay. No, we need to get that
Oakland
girl.
Drive.
Who is that girl from Baltimore? I think she's from Baltimore or Detroit.
Oh, that's my friend Diamond's friend. She was the hood Siri. The hood Siri.
Yes.
The hood Siri. The hood Siri.
He is not with you, bitch. That's where he's at.
Telling the truth.
I need her to record me an
Siri
intro
does
for my
tell
podcast
the
or something.
Siri does tell the truth. It is like
if
artificial
they share
intelligence.
Their location, she will tell you exactly what
it's artificial intelligence. It helps you out. This is your baby robot.
Technology,
you know,
a gift and a curse. I'm telling you.
It is. So look,
girl,
what is the definition of manifestation?
Listen up, people.
Yeah.
Manifestation means an event, action, or object that clearly shows or embodies something, especially a theory or an abstract idea.
And it's multiple definitions.
Yeah, so
it will show you 5 definitions.
Definitely. So
you
when
can
you manifest
read the rest.
I'm going to read it out.
That's the first one.
The action or fact of showing an abstract idea, a symptom or sign of an ailment.
Yes.
A version or incarnation of something or someone. Yes. So if you want something, envision it as if it's already
there.
Exactly.
Vision boards, writing it down,
where you can
planners.
see it.
Right. And I'm giving a giveaway for a planner, y'all, so y'all can check it out.
I'm entering.
So yes, I have a whole giveaway for a 2000. So
Here you go.
I had announced 2019, 2020, but is it 2018, 2019? Because they said they don't put planners out until like August.
That sucks.
What? I was just like, dang.
Girl, you should start selling planners.
And that's what I want to do. I want to start making my own planners, and that's
or even for the children. That's something that I had.
This is how you said. This is a key example of how to manifest. She wants to start selling planners. I am going to start selling planners. Put a date on it.
I am going to start selling planners.
That is affirmation.
You don't go on one now.
Study your verbs.
You got to start saying it as if it's already
happening. And also use your verbs. Use your verbs instead of your nouns. You get what I'm trying to say? Because your verbs is like I am. This is.
Right.
Because is like happening. In the moment.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? It's in the moment and in the future. Don't speak in past tense because past tense is death. Immediate death.
It is.
And it's so important to not even speak death. Remember, I was telling you that parents speak death into their children.
It's okay. We'll move it.
Oh, shit.
You want another glass? Look.
I do, but I want to clean it up more. I would have to walk out. Girl. I would have to walk out. Well, y'all talk. I'm walking out to clean that up.
Okay. But no, we're talking about manifestation.
Exactly.
Because black people are well, how do you say? I don't want to make it sound like I'm against like, you know, the thought process of all black people. But people are so against the universe. They can't see outside the box.
They really can't see outside the box. And I just think that it is like people are just being more closed-minded. We have been taught Christianity.
My great grandmother said this, so that's what it is. Okay.
We have always been definitely like a people of like influence.
Right, definitely.
We have always been a people of influence.
Anything that's outside of the normal. Oh, it's voodoo.
Yeah, exactly. And I had to it was just like some of that is slave mentality.
It is.
Like,
that's
it's a
exactly
slave
what
mind
it is.
of thinking.
Like if you meet other black people that's not American, you will see you will see the difference.
Exactly.
And I think that's why Idris Elba, he said he doesn't date American black women. He likes black women, just not American
black. Yeah, exactly. Because he just like, they way of thinking and all of that stuff is just probably so, what is this?
Like it's so far left.
Exactly. And that's why
it's so tainted.
We have to do things like this is for my ladies and 50 Shades, the pink party.
Now I gotta seduce y'all to open up y'all mind and mind hack y'all with 50 Shades of Pink. That's exactly what I'm doing.
And that's what it's all about. And it's just all about like the art of seduction. Like that's a book.
Right, like sex.
And also unity whatever too though. That's community.
And it's bringing it together.
But you know what? I didn't even make it. I don't want to seem like I'm doing women empowerment because I'm so like, I feel like women empowerment is more of a trend. So I stopped like promoting women empowerment. So I'm just going to do things that empowers everybody. But not really like saying, oh, this is a women empowerment event. Like I'm off that bandwagon. I did do it like 2 years ago, but now I'm over it because it became a trend, and then people just started putting on everything.
It
be the people who don't even like.
That is
who are not even like.
But I remember me and my girls. But that's why I say if you have a mission behind your movement, then it doesn't even matter what the trend is.
It don't matter what it
is. That is United Women.
Is true.
That is not a male issue. Like the sexual, openness. They're allowed to be open sexually. They're allowed to do.
But you know what?
You know what
like,
I'm saying?
My event is for all women, but niggas is watching. Niggas is watching everything I post.
Just like niggas is listening.
You turn like your insides, your public, you know, like public figure and all that stuff on where you can watch the insides. Yep. Girl, the highest number. I have the highest percentage for men that be watching. Exactly.
And yes, they are.
Exactly. My male followers, like, definitely, this
like
is for my ladies.
For every female that comes to my 50 Shades of Pink event, it's a nigga that they talking to, and they're gonna come. Like, if I mind hack one female, it's 3 other niggas that I mind hack too because they dealing with them. So it don't even matter at this point. So it's like way more than just like, oh, she's selling sex.
I get what you mean. Like what you're trying to promote is just like, I'm just so focused on that environmental issue. If it's an environmental issue, that's when community solves it.
Yeah, you gotta sometimes you gotta meet people at their level. So that's what 50 Shades of Pink is for. Everybody's at the level of, oh, I want to have fun. Oh, it's girl time. Oh, we're talking about sex. Everybody likes to have sex unless you never had it. You don't know what it's like.
And definitely that throwback was so cute. You should definitely, if you got footage, put all of that stuff that. The difference.
Girl, I'm gonna have a whole photo shoot. I'm just trying to like see how much.
When is the photo shoot, man?
Girl, I'm gonna have one, but girl, guess who's taking the pictures?
Who?
Me. I'm on a budget. I'm on a whole budget.
Yes. You have the ability.
Yes,
exactly.
And the thing is, like, I realize, like, when you get somebody to take professional pictures of you on Instagram, I'm all about the marketing. iPhone
And that was one of the questions. One of the three tools for that, like for marketing.
My professional pictures don't get as much love as my iPhone pictures.
But it's only because it's you using your vision.
Yeah,
and
it might be that.
Manifestation.
It might be that.
It's really hard to meet somebody that has your eye, and that's what I was just talking about. It took me so long to find a videographer for like my dance career, because I know that the visions that I have, like think about like Virgil. You know,
he popping.
He is so popping. Imagine Virgil explaining, you know, or trying to find a colleague that can equate to his, you know, level of thinking and level of vision. I just feel like
people are so closed-minded. That's why it's so hard for people to like get to the point where they're supposed to be at. That's why I have no intentions on dumbing myself down to meet other people at the level, except for when I'm trying to mind hack people.
Right, but
when I mind hack you,
so when you become humble,
I dumb myself down to mind hack people,
right?
And I would never mind hack people for ill will. I would never,
because you have good intention.
And when I say mind hack, I mean manipulate.
Right,
and that's what we're doing at 50 Shades of Pink. I'm just gonna convince you that bitch you popping, that you are that bitch. Like you can do this, you can do that.
That's all it's about.
Just so you can help you be confident in yourself, because that's what you're lacking at the moment.
And I'm gonna make sure I use like keywords that people are running from. Anything that has to do with the universe, I'm gonna make sure I use it.
Hello,
yeah, you have to.
Hello,
exactly.
That's so important, because people don't even know that.
Like different, like, you know, like the games and the different time where it's gonna be, all right, this time we're gonna start doing this.
Right. Ooh. But you know how people they'll say like you're not supposed to drink because it's like
it alters your reality.
Yeah, it alters your reality. But when you have a little bit of that altercation going on,
liquid courage.
You let people in. You let people in when you
and that's why that's why when
I want them to let me in.
One of my dance classes, girl, I brought some daggone wine in there. I was like, because people used to be like, shoot, I can dance when I got a little drink.
Right.
Okay, well, I'm bringing drinks, so no excuses.
Exactly.
Pour it up. Watch it off.
It could be a depressant, or it could be something that can like really like, if you're around the right people.
But it is a depressant.
Like sangria wine.
It is a depressant, because that's why I love to talk about science and dissect it, because the reason why they call alcohol the reason why they call alcohol a depressant is because that's what it literally does chemically in your brain. It depresses
when you're
that
depressed,
feeling.
You allow anything in.
Exactly.
And that's why I want you at 50 Shades of Pink.
Exactly.
I want you to let me in.
Because if you, because it depends on you but you let things in with good intention.
Right. I'm not out here trying to manipulate you into being sold into slavery. Like,
and I love what you said. I love a clear point that you just made, because manipulation has a really bad connotation. Remember that connotation thing I was saying?
I can manipulate people. Like I know, but the thing is, I used to use it to do like little shit that only benefited me. But now
I'm manipulate.
Yeah, but now I'm into like, well, what is my purpose? Why do I have these talents, or why do I have these gifts of being able to mind hack people? That's my new thing, mind hack.
I love the fact that you're calling it mind hack, because that's the marketing way. And marketing is a clean word for bullshitting. Yeah,
I'm
bullshitting you.
I'm kind of just
you,
but it's
beating around the bush for a benefit, because I know that if I tell you the truth, people don't like to hear the truth. Like you said, you already learned early, and I learned early too, that people don't like that blunt, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Right. That's why people think I'm
It's
crazy.
In your face. It's in your face.
You don't give a fuck.
Right. It's in your face. But I really love how you can remove the bad connotation from manipulation, because manipulation is very important when you are being a fool.
Right.
Because that's what humans are. That when we say, well, I'm just human, that's when you're being foolish.
Like 60% fools. I'm telling you. Like, absolutely. Very rare will people automatically be like, already know what time it is. But I feel like 2018 was my year of my awakening. So I kind of like, now I know what I'm here for. Now I know what I need to be doing. 50 Shades of Pink is the first step. And now I'm going to start doing, I was doing like the LLC events. But now that was only to make people feel like they could
be bosses.
Or have a business as well.
Or be more in solitude. Kind of like, it wasn't more so, I'm going to make my own money. It was more so like, I can be by myself. or I can be alone.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like I was trying to
being alone.
Yeah, I was trying to mind hack them in that way. Because, you know, everybody want to be a boss, but bosses don't automatically mean you're going to be rich or you're going to have this amount of money. It's kind of like you really find the answers when you are by yourself. So that's what
it's a difference, too, because a boss is, you know, different from being, like, self-employed. Because, like, bosses employ others.
That's true.
Right.
So you can be self-employed, but if you're an employer, a boss is an employer. That's something that a lot of people don't realize.
If you ain't got, you're not hiring people to help you run your business, you're really not a boss.
You're just self-employed.
You're doing shit that you're supposed to be doing.
Exactly.
Like, that's how I look at it.
And that's why people say be humble. That's the only reason why people say be humble. Because when you're unaware of exactly what you're doing, people are trying to check you on, you know, what's false. Because you are living in a false reality if you're calling yourself a boss, but you don't employ anyone.
Right.
So I'm just trying to teach you, like, well, be humble.
And now I understand why all the street niggas call themselves a boss, because they probably do employ people. They probably do
because they got middlemen. They're feeding people. And other girls. And think about leeches. It's other girls leeching on them and stuff like that, and feel validation
they paying lots of rent. So I can see why they call themselves bosses.
Exactly.
But I think it became like a female thing where females kept calling themselves bosses and really
self-made.
Yeah, you're not self-made. Okay.
Strong, independent woman complex.
Yeah, like you didn't. If you didn't go
feminist.
If you didn't go through anything to get it, you ain't self-made. Like you gotta go through shit.
Right.
Exactly.
Feminist.
So you said that at the LLCs and that event you talked about like solitude and stuff.
Yeah, but I kind of tried to talk about it like I don't want to weird people out. You know, like turn people away. So I try to that's part of manipulation. Like you kind of like say stuff, but you know it's gonna stick to them in a certain
be politically
manner.
politically correct.
Yeah. So I would like just say like the benefits of being an entrepreneur. Like you have more time to spend with your family members. You get to pick what time you do this, that, and that. Even though you do have to pick up more, people think that you don't have to do as much work, but you actually do double the work that you do as if you weren't an entrepreneur.
No, that's true.
Yeah,
that's very true.
Yeah,
and sometimes you don't even get paid half of what you would get paid if you were just an employee.
So. Exactly. So you really have to understand in the mind.
Like sometimes I do shit for free. Like I want to get my people don't believe that they should be able to market. I feel like if I want to, people might not book color, but if I know color will sell, I can charge a lot for color. So I'll say, oh, I'll do a free install if you pay for the color, or I'll do a free color if you pay for the install. Just to show that I can do something.
Yeah.
So I'm actually losing money, but I'm actually probably gaining like 20 other
clientele.
Yeah.
But gaining clientele is more value than gaining that money in that occurrence. So that's just a business thing. Like I said, when I see you, I do see business.
I think people are more. I think people are so into like having money. They don't even care what they got to do to get it. They just want to say, "Oh, I got money." I just don't give a fuck about money.
No, you understand the value of it.
Right. Like, I don't even want to spend money on, like, this little T-shirt was $10 at Belk in Suffolk, Virginia.
Shout out to the office, because when I noticed it, that's what made me look at it.
Shout out to the office.
I love Michael Scott.
Girl,
okay.
Look, I re-wore this jacket from like 2 weeks ago. Like just to make, and this little hat was like $10.
Girl, I had me a little leather hat that I used to flip to the back
and
when I used to wear my
cover
long
up
18
my edges,
inches with the part in the. See, I miss my hair.
But your natural hair is it.
Thank you.
This is a part of being in solitude, like being you. Like this is you.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. Creativity.
Absolutely.
Everybody ain't got that curl pattern.
Hello.
I definitely don't. Mine is definitely not.
Look at that deep breath. She gets on my nerves.
She was like,
because y'all don't understand, because it's one of those things, like the reason why I had cut my hair, because like I had a dream and I had a vision that I was hosting an event with Mike Epps, and my hair was red and it was big and it was just like,
and that's the thing, people don't pay attention to their dreams. I'm telling you.
What I dream every night, and that's what I was just telling, like, you know, I guess a friend of mine, like, when I go to sleep, that's why I don't like being that clingy. Some people are really clingy. They want to sleep with you at night.
They want to hold you.
I can't hold you. I'm next to somebody. Right. It's like a warning, like get the fuck out.
But at the same time, something that I've noticed is I dream every time I go to sleep. There has never been a time that I've went to sleep and I did not dream. And I was, even if I'm really tired, I still dream. And I remember them.
There was a period.
And I remember them.
There was a period where I felt like my dreams left me. And it's just like,
I don't dream every time I go to sleep.
I hate that though. It's weird. I'm saying it's weird.
But you know, like when you was a kid, you would dream something and you would forget it. Now I feel
remember
like ever since 2017, I remember every dream that I have.
And what about these dreams? What about those deja vu dreams? Like I literally dream about things that actually happen.
And that's good. You should keep.
And
on,
people
would
say that's voodoo.
She with that witchcraft. This bitch out here.
And that's what they do. And they want us to get away from that.
But that's the goal. They don't want you to be who you supposed to be.
Set yourself. What if we, right, ignore the ignorant? Because I was going to call them haters because they're only hating on what they don't know. What good would your words do if they don't understand you?
Ignorant.
Look, everybody said that. Like, what good would your words do if they don't even understand you? The reason why they're calling it weird is because they don't know about it. They're not informed about it.
2017.
So let's ignore them and inform them.
You said 2018?
2017.
Yeah.
I had it.
Okay.
It was like the end
how
of...
How did that start?
Like, I think June, Father's Day, my dad found out he had a brain tumor. That's when, like, I was like, oh, shit. Like, my dad was always healthy.
Reality.
Never had any issues. I was like, oh, shit. I'm a daddy's girl. So if I felt like I was about to lose my dad, that's when I was acting a nut around that time. So that's when I got my anxiety or whatever. I had a couple panic attacks. Couldn't breathe. They put me on little oxygen tanks or whatever. Yada yada yada. But even after that, like I was. They told me I had vertigo. Okay, whoop de whoop. That was beyond. I feel like at that point, once my dad got those brain tumors, that's when I feel like I had my spiritual awakening. That was the beginning of it. So. Like October, that's when I started feeling.
How was that time for you?
Girl, crazy. I was crying every day. Like I was like waking up. I only would get like 2 hours of sleep. I feel like it was like a lot of before I had my first panic attack, I had like a lot of chest pain. So it was building up. I just didn't know what the fuck was going on. It was like I felt like somebody was sitting on my chest.
Yeah, but that's why they give you an EKG because people who have like a lot of distress, your body goes into panic mode. And the definition of panic, like your body is.
When I tell you, I had one glass of sangria the day that I had my first panic attack. I had one glass of sangria because I was just like stressed. I was like, I just want to go to sleep. Wine levels me out a little bit. So I was like, I'm going to be knocked the fuck out.
So your suppression probably got depressed.
Girl.
Because you probably was suppressing so much and ignoring so much. So all the stuff that was suppressing you just died down. Like, let me stop suppressing my problems.
And I woke up and
these
I
are my problems.
I was like, my sister's name is Fran. I was like, Fran, something's not right. My dad has like a little case of pictures, like he hangs up of all the grandkids or whatever. I got all that over trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. My stepmom was like, at that time my dad still had his brain tumor, so we didn't want to like
stress him out.
Yeah, stress him out. So we didn't tell him, but I told my stepmom, I was like, Miss Vanessa, something is wrong with me. I cannot breathe. I'm not about to wait on no ER or no ambulance to come get me.
Because they care about the money. They don't care about the health. That's why shout out to all of the holistic hospitals. I have a lot of holistic hospitals to refer you to because they really want to get to know you. They help you take toxins out of your body. It's vegan. It's healthier. You get what I mean?
And that's the thing. Like a lot of people think I'm on a diet because I don't eat meat anymore.
No, it's a lifestyle change. And you're breaking generational. You're breaking generational curses when you change your life.
Since I stopped eating meat, I'm way more aware. Like seriously. Like people don't understand. Like once you start cutting out stuff that's not benefiting you, you'll start seeing way more than you saw before.
Results.
Like not even just like your instincts or whatever. It's just like little stuff. Like I'll get
urges. That's what I want to talk about because remember I was telling you the other day we all have urges because we're imbalanced. It's some people that have the urge to smack people but they suppress that. Think about everything that people are suppressing. It's people that are suppressing sexual urges. It's people that are suppressing and think about that. Like that's why people are starting to speak out and come out. The LGBT community is coming out. It's people that were touched as children and become psychosexual, so they suppress
LGBT
that.
Community, like how like people aren't spiritual, so they don't know like people can really feel like they're trapped in the wrong body. Like you might have been a female, 1,000 years ago, and that's probably how you feel like right now.
But not even that. That's why I call it a chemical imbalance because that's why I'm gonna I like speaking about it because I've done enough research to argue my viewpoint. You know what I mean? Right. Like I've done enough research to argue my viewpoint. I really feel as though it's just a chemical imbalance. We're talking about balance this entire time, because when you feel uncomfortable being in the skin you're in, you're already born. Remember nature versus nurture? Yeah. The psychological argument, nature versus nurture. Right. Some things are biological and some things are environmental. So that is where I start that argument. when they say they are born that way, it is literally biological. So half of their issues, half of the community, this is the community that I literally empathize and sympathize for. You were born that way because there was a chemical imbalance.
Like the goal is to make them
chromosome, but for real though, the chromosomes, you have to make those people comfortable with who they are. But it's different when it's environmental, when it's unnatural, and you are posing. I love that show, Pose, huh? And you're posing.
Like everybody does. I feel like not every person that feels like, I don't even want to talk on this subject because it's so like
sensitive.
Yeah, it's so sensitive. But some people, they're just like seeing something done, and then that's what they think they are. But it is a lot of people who really do think they are supposed to be something that they're not.
Right.
So, and now that I'm into like spirituality, I really do feel like I really understand like the mind a little bit more.
Me
and that's
too.
What a lot of people don't understand, like the human mind.
They don't understand everything though. They don't understand the human mind. They don't understand the human body, because the body is urges. Like even when you went to the hospital, you ever seen when you had a physical, your doctor would take a instrument, a medical instrument, and knock on your knee, and your knee would automatically kick.
Right.
We have urges.
Right.
Even sex, that's our urge. People think sex is a mood. A mood is mental.
But now I look at it as like, who is to say what is right and wrong? Like, okay, yeah, you're not gonna kill nobody, but like when it comes to like who you are as
your
a person,
urges,
what you find love in, that's where I feel like you have no right to decide who somebody, can decide to be with, or granted, I'm straight. I'm a straight female. I don't like women or none of that. But I do feel like it's way more to it than just being gay or straight.
Right, but that's coming from a judging point of view. Like me, I never judge. From the get-go, I know I'm not judging. So it's not about ridiculing anybody. We were talking about ridicule. Ridicule is all about humiliating someone, right?
Right.
Me, I want to understand you. You understand what I'm saying? And it's a difference. It's a difference, because that's why I dissected it to two issues. It's black and white. You either were born that way, it was biological, it was a chromosome that made you unnatural from the rest of the community. Because the natural code of the community, because the way we even, naturally reproduct, it's man and woman, but you had a chemical imbalance. It's some people, here I go again, it's some people even born with cerebral palsy. Right. That's a mutation. It's a lot of different types of mutations.
There's a lot of shit that happens. Nobody's talking
it's people
about,
that are albino. It's people that are born with spots. It's stuff like that happens with the human race. That's just mutation.
Extra fingers that they gotta cut off.
Right.
It's extra fucking doses they give.
And those type of people, they are very uncomfortable. They are uncomfortable with being
like
abnormal.
Not even vaccinating your kids.
They are uncomfortable with being abnormal, so they want to spread their abnormalities to the people who are normal.
Right.
If you are chemically imbalanced, accept that you're chemically imbalanced and don't try to find balance, because you were already born imbalanced. You will never be balanced. Accept that. You are not balanced. Coexist with other people who are not balanced, because you will never, ever coexist. I'm pro segregation.
And I feel like that's what it is. People need to be okay with not fitting in.
Yeah.
Hello?
Exactly.
And that's me. And that's you. Because like you said, you don't give a fuck what anybody thinks about you.
Exactly.
I'll be up and away. up and away, because they're going to judge me anyway. So, whatever.
You're right. And that's why I love Kid Cudi. Like, I listen to everything that... You know
how many suicides he stopped because people were uncomfortable with being in the world.
Exactly.
Well, no, he overcame it a little bit just because of like him talking about it.
But did you know people who are suicidal, they just want to stop living hell on earth. Remember how some people can manifest heaven on earth? Right. It's some people that only manifest hell on earth because they are uncomfortable with who they are, how they are, what they do, what they think, what they experience. You take you everywhere you go.
Right. I'm okay with who I am. That's what I gained to realize. I don't know who I was in my past life, but whoever I was, thank you, because
shout out to them.
Shout out to
me too. I love my past life.
Exactly, because I'm like really okay with who I am. Like whatever trials and tribulations I got to go through, I'm okay with it.
Exactly.
Like,
because
it's only gonna make me better.
Yes.
Exactly, all the time, because it's what you have manifested.
And just because people try to humiliate you.
Bingo.
You need to have more humility, because when you're full of humility, nobody ever can humiliate you. Right. That's why you have to be proud.
I feel like my next life is gonna be lit. My next life gonna be
period.
Lit.
Me too. No, not even your next life. Girl, not even your next life. This life.
This life, I'm gonna be a billionaire. Next life, I'm gonna be a billionaire because I'm
exactly because your next life is that baby right there.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You already created your next life because he is biologically you.
He's already connected.
He acts like you. You guys have the same sense of humor. How much you want to bet?
Well, we really do, but he's more like a nerd of me. Like,
he's an extra extension of you. Like me and my mom. Mm-hmm. My mom was born September 29th. I was born October 1st. We're both Libras. We're a day apart. I act just like my mom, but because she provided a different type of environment for me, I act different. I have her nature. I mean, I have her nurturing. Mm-hmm. But I don't have her nature because her and I had different experiences.
Right.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, that he's an extension of you.
And people try to take experiences away from you.
That's why when people say like, well, why do you like when people react to certain things? It's because they haven't experienced the things that you have experienced. So if somebody might knock a bitch out for saying something and you might just stay calm and walk away from it, it's because they aren't used to it. They're not. They haven't been through what you've been through, so they're not gonna act the same.
And that's and that's like going into vulnerability.
Yes.
Because it's just like at that moment I was vulnerable and I needed to act out and it is what I needed and all that stuff. But once you overcome that and you understand like that's it's me doing it and that's you're doing that.
I'm telling you, karma is how you what you do to react to something. Like somebody does something to you, how you react is your karma. What they do to you is their karma.
Exactly.
So definitely I'm a firm believer. Like 2018 was my year of like I'm not reacting to shit.
And that's why I love you. You say self-love because it's like this. Look, when you love yourself, you do not create self-inflicted wounds.
Right.
You don't fuck up yourself.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Like because experiences are gonna do that anyway. Because we don't have control of what the next person can do. The only thing you can control,
all of it,
first is you.
It's just exactly, and it says in the Bible, like test it. Test it out.
They want your spirit is supposed to be broken. They want to break you down to see how you're gonna react.
Yeah.
So now I know 2019. I'm not reacting to shit. I'm gonna sit back and drink my fucking pink Moscato. Moscato.
And that's why I love black people.
And I'm not reacting to a motherfucking thing.
Girl,
I'm just sitting back.
I need to get that video with that guy.
Okay. Ow.
What?
I was about to repost it, but the video was way too long. I was like, okay, let me not.
But you related though. You related.
Not to relate. Like 2018, I think 2018 taught everybody a lesson, but nobody really picked up on it except for the people who are in tune with themselves.
Exactly.
And if you wasn't in tune with yourself, you really didn't like 2018 probably was a real.
2018 taught me so much.
2018 ain't teaching
made me so much of a better person.
You lost because 2019. I'm not reacting to nothing. I'm not arguing with nobody. I'm not Instagram beefing with nobody.
No.
I'm on a whole new level right now.
Yeah.
Y'all not gonna interrupt my next life karma. I'm flowing with abundance right now.
Yes, abundance.
We were just talking about that when you had came in here. We was looking at your Instagram. It was just like it's like a vision board.
Yeah, like, I want my Instagram to speak only what I want. What in my life. I'm not gonna post anything that I don't want to, reject back onto me. So if you see me posting something about my 50 Shades of Pink party, it's gonna be like you might see something kinky, but I want all of that. I want all the kinks. I want all the perks. But I'm never gonna post anything on my personal page that
will defame you.
Yeah, I don't want anything
that you're liable for.
Right, definitely. And that's only from 2019. If you see something on my page from 2018, you might have seen some of everything on my page. But I'm not about to argue with none of you hoes. I'm not about to argue with none of you niggas.
Because I seen the drama too. I even seen just certain shade. I was just like,
yeah.
But I followed you back because that's what I seen. I followed you again because I'm just like, what you became, like I said, was ideal.
And that's what I want people to see.
Ideal.
I want people to see my growth. I don't care what I was doing last year. Yeah. As long as you can see what I'm about to be right now.
I feel like that's why I
care about.
I feel like that's why I got about 2,000 goddamn pictures on my fucking Instagram.
They don't.
But they don't want to see you grow. Right. Like you said, they want to see you being steady because steady means repeating the same thing over and over again. I want to
drop all those followers who follow me to see some tea. You're not going to see no tea on my page unless you see me happy, unless you see a ring on my finger. You might see that.
Right. Hello?
Okay. I'm looking forward. You will see that because I'm manifesting that.
Yes. Hello?
You speak it as if it's about to happen.
Always speak those things as though they exist.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen
exactly.
Anyway,
Always.
And I love Ideal. It says satisfying one's conception because concept came from conception. Right. Conception is a vision. You get what I'm saying? So satisfying one's conception of what is perfect or most suitable. So what's suitable for you? You suiting yourself. You ever suit yourself?
Go ahead.
That's what's suitable for you.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And everything that's suitable for you, you're attracting what's in your mind.
You attract
you
whatever
make
you're
it beyond your imagination.
Whatever you do in your life, you attract all of that energy to you, and that's what 2018 taught
Hello?
me. Like I know I'm new to this spiritual shit. I say shit because like
it's okay. No, you're fine. We black,
way,
but I'm the same way too. I'm the same way too.
People
this
know I feel you, but I feel you though.
But you know what? I didn't even tell nobody that I did this. I haven't worn like last year. I was so new to the spirituality. I was wearing like hella crystals. I haven't worn any crystals in 2019. Nobody knows that.
I love that.
Like I'm really trying to tap into like who.
And you know why you're not doing that though? Because like you said, you're removing yourself from trends.
Exactly.
That was my 2013 to 2015.
That's what I was supposed to be doing. Like,
I removed myself from trends.
Do this, do that. Granted, I still have all my crystals in my house because I like, but nobody has been in my crib.
No,
me and my son.
It's just
so
aesthetics.
I keep the good energy. I keep the good energy in my crib. But as far as like me wearing it, a lot of times if you wear crystals and you go out to a club, you attracting all that shit, all that negative shit into your crystals. So
yes,
I honestly stopped wearing it. I was like, let me see what I can do, how much I can tap into myself without wearing these fucking.
And that vanity ruined nature because crystals are nothing but coming from the earth.
Oh,
gold.
Yeah, exactly.
Think about it. Gold. That is the most valuable resource in the world. To the point where they literally created our money, our cash, our credit. And everything off of that. They made an economic system off of the value of gold. We didn't even originally value gold that way.
You know who
before
I love
they
now?
enslaved us.
I love Jim Carrey now. Like,
oh my God! I've been obsessed with Jim Carrey since the movie The Number 23.
Girl, Liar was my jam.
Jim Carrey.
He's like way more advanced. I don't know if I'm gonna get that woke in this lifetime.
Shout out to Jim Carrey.
But Jim Carrey is that nigga. Like he's like, he knows what time it is. Sorry, y'all. This is going.
It's fine.
Go
It's
ahead.
done. Take it to the
That
head.
was yours
Take it to the
anyway.
house.
That was for you.
Because I knew everybody likes red wine, pink wine.
Exactly.
But no, like a lot of people, like I really, instead of like when I see people, like people think Kanye West is crazy.
Kanye West is not crazy. He's misunderstood. Misunderstood. I love Kanye West.
I like misunderstood people.
I like
misunderstood figure out people. Why people are misunderstanding them. That's what I gravitate towards people who everybody else runs away from. I enjoy
being misunderstood.
Exactly.
I enjoy being misunderstood.
I love it. Like, you know what? Don't come to me unless you know what time it is.
Look, because guess what? You're exactly like life if you're misunderstood because you never will truly understand life. You will never truly understand something that's everything and nothing at the same time.
Exactly. But can you say it one more time?
Everything. You are literally everything and nothing at the same time.
Okay.
At the same time.
And it's hard for you to understand, I'm sure.
It is.
Like, I feel like
everybody is put here to be fucking tested.
You're wise, but that's what makes you wise. Because what does Jimmy say? Jimmy's another Virgo. She says this great quote. Shout out to Jimmy. The wisest man knows, right?
Yes, that he knows nothing
at all.
Exactly.
It's like I test you every time. Like you think you know me, but you'll never know me.
I so many tests in 2018. I just can't wait to prove my spirit guys wrong. Like,
Amen.
You thought I was gonna fail. I'm on it. I'm on my P's and Q's this year.
I wonder what that stood for. What does P's and Q's even stand for? Because that's a great wise quote that we always use.
And I don't even know.
When you're on your P's and Q's, that literally means no, that's cool. We use it though because you really meant the definition of that was being on your shit.
Exactly.
Right.
We all can be. We all
cross your T's and dot your I's.
Right. Cross your T's and dot your I's.
Exactly.
Right. So that means like double checking yourself and being aware of yourself. I'm really gonna study that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, even Lil Uzi had that song.
Everybody like they'll hear it, but they don't really like apply it to their life. Like
10 tips for a lifestyle change. Number 3, follow up. Follow up.
Be accountable.
Follow up. Be accountable. Accountability partners. All of it.
Amen. And that's why I say I like mean people. Like, even if you study the definition of mean, remember in math, your baby's good at math, right?
He's very good at math.
We have average, mean, mode. You get what I'm saying? Like, mode is like motif, like motive. You get what I'm saying? Think about that. Look, your average, that's an average bitch over there. So she trying to be like everybody else and combine herself and be like everybody else. So she not different. Right. Look, a mean bitch. I'm a mean bitch. Let me tell you why I'm a mean bitch.
Hallelujah.
Let me tell you why I'm a mean bitch, though. Because this is what you gotta do. For real, though, this is what you gotta do. When you a mean bitch, I'm adding shit up.
Come on now.
And I'm subtracting shit too. I'm calculated. I'm calculated. So look, so I'm me. So when I'm also me, I mean what I say. I'm meaningful. I'm not meaningless. Like, everything I do has reason and meaning.
Exactly.
So that's why it's hard for you to understand a person that's like so misunderstood, because it's just like, it seems like I don't give a fuck, but I give so much fucks, but you're not allowing me to give a fuck.
And that's the thing. I feel like that's a flaw in my.
That's not a flaw.
Because I'm attracted to people who are misunderstood.
No,
like I be gravitating towards people
that's
who
not
are
a flaw.
like who. If they mind that right, it's like it like intrigues me a little bit. I'm like, well, shit. Let me see if I can figure this person out. I'm attracted towards people who are like fucked up in the head a little bit.
No, that's not fucked up in the head. It's abnormal. I was just telling you about that because we would call it crazy. Crazy. We use the wrong word. A crazy person is insane, and an insane person is a person that's repetitive. Right. So if you're progressive, you immediately can't call me crazy because I can move on and let go and pretend I never even motherfucking
met you. A lot of people don't know how to let go.
And they don't know how to let go. That's why.
You need to get if he don't wanna love you the right way, he ain't gonna. And where he's at is where he wanna be. What? Missy Elliott and Missy Elliott from VA too. I don't want your man, cause I got it like that, and it ain't even gotta be like that. Your man, he be calling me back. He said I'm fine, as a matter of fact. Period.
Girl, I did Missy Elliott. I went to her house to do her mom hair. That was like a whole nother level for me. I was like, wow, that is like, I wanted to manifest her whole home. Like, she had
exactly.
And when you walk into her home, it's like you see like her name on the floor, and it's like fishes flowing.
Just so ideal.
I was just like, yo,
that's
manifestation.
Like I was telling you when I had went to Pharrell's house, like when I had went to the Shaggy Fest. Yes, you see that.
Like everything.
You take when you come in the door, you gotta take your shoes off, and he got a basket of socks right there. Damn
but
right.
Look,
take your shoes off.
Put your food down.
But think about this, because a lot of people have met celebrities, right? A lot of people have met celebrities. And another word we call celebrities are what? What do we call celebrities? But look, what do we call celebrities?
Icons.
Stars.
Girl.
Yes.
And that was just like, that's some real nigga shit.
They wished.
Yes.
When every star that you ever meet, every celebrity that you ever meet manifested being there before they were there.
Right, and I feel like that's
why they are called a
Beyonce.
star.
That's why I fuck with Pharrell.
Yes.
I fuck with anybody who fuck with what I believe in, like what I've grown to believe in.
Yes.
Like if I see them,
I love how you reworded that. What I've grown to believe.
Yeah, what I've grown because
it's mature and it's research.
Exactly. Like my whatever I believe in has changed from what I believed in 10 years ago. I can guarantee that.
Girl.
Like once you experience certain shit, you really realize
that's what I was telling.
What you taught is different from what you experienced.
Exactly, and that's what I was just telling Lucy today. I was just like, when I look back at those Facebook memories and all that stuff, I was like, how ignorant and judgmental.
Like, I just feel like,
I sounded. And I delete them because I said, I'm not there no more.
Check
That's
it
not
out.
even me.
Check it out.
I'm not gonna lie. If I see a funny meme, I'm gonna post it.
No,
I'm gonna post the funny meme.
Absolutely.
But I do not, personally, I don't judge nobody because I've been in it. I feel like for me to be 27, I've been in like a lot of shoes that most people haven't been in. I don't post my problems, but like you might have seen a little bit of drama from me on Instagram, but you never gonna see like my real life problems.
Of course.
But people shouldn't. Like that's yours.
Yeah, but my real life problems are what made me who I am today. So I would never trade my real life problems for like my glory.
Because that's what helps you. That's also what makes you who you are.
Exactly.
Definitely.
You get what I'm saying?
That's what
my panic attacks. I need all my panic attacks.
Exactly.
all of that.
You needed to have gone through that.
Definitely.
You needed to have felt that.
Definitely.
You needed to have been there, to have seen that, to be at that level for in order for you to overcome and overpower and to be glorious and have that. Absolutely.
And a lot of people like, you know how like
suit yourself, stop it, girl.
No, but you know how a lot of people like, I've heard about panic attacks all my life, like, but I never thought I was like, oh, she's just tripping. Like, it's a mind thing.
Time to just really figure out.
It is.
But once you have a panic attack, you like, oh shit, this shit is real. It's like, what the fuck? Like, I felt ages. Like it felt like I was dying. I thought I was gonna. I was like, friend, I don't think I'm gonna make it through this red light. So you might want to.
Panic attacks and anxiety attacks come from suppression.
Yeah, like when you don't live in your truth and when you hide what's been bothering you,
so that's
you don't talk about it.
You become open because you have to prevent yourself from suppressing.
Exactly. You probably like
some people can't lie. There are some people that can't lie. I'm one of those people too. If you're one of those people that wear your heart on your sleeve, you can't lie.
Those are people, exactly. The people that try to be humble and all of that stuff, you like, no, I have to get this out.
However, I'm
wearing our sleeves. You see how flamboyant we are?
Yes.
We can go on a trip with each other and everybody would just attract.
I kind of want to take it there. Can we take it there?
Girl,
yeah, girl.
Do a trip.
Can we go to Jamaica?
Yes, let's go for my 30th birthday.
I'm trying to go.
My birthday's July 16th.
Girl.
My birthday is in July. I'm
warn you, them Jamaican niggas, they feet be dirty, but they be cute.
Girl, you
they be cute.
But look, you know, I'm going to go for the ganja. I just want to go for the ganja.
I'm trying to get my fucking groove back.
Right,
girl.
honey.
I'm down for the cause.
Stella?
I'm Stella. Call me Stella.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, Stella.
Call me Stella.
Yes, ma'am, Stella.
Okay, Stella.
Hey, yo, I'm done. I cannot.
And we'll have a good motherfucking time, girl. We'll have a good time. The good food.
You have no choice but to have a good time in Jamaica.
You have no choice but to have a good time everywhere.
I'm telling you,
anywhere.
Even with
because that's why you're deleting the negative.
I'm deleting all the negative shit.
But didn't you just say no arguing?
I'm not arguing with nobody.
I love Mary J. Blige.
I'm not beefing with nobody.
Didn't Mary J. Blige show us though?
Like, I'm not eating no meat. I'm not eating no dairy animals. Like, I still eat dairy, but I'm trying to wing myself. But
dairy has too much hormones. I stopped dairy too. Girl.
But you know what? It's all one step at a time. People don't realize that it's one step at a time. They feel like you're supposed to go cold turkey. You know, it's all
it takes 30 days.
Somebody manifested. She was like, Tisha, if you decide to really do it, she was like, I feel like you could go cold turkey with it.
You probably could. You're a Cancer.
Cold turkey with it.
But somebody, I'm about to say, it just depends on your chemical.
Like, you gotta
it's so important to. That's the point I was gonna say.
People don't tap into who they are.
That's what it is. It's called.
They don't know who they are. They just out here living.
Look. Think about this.
They don't know what the fuck
never,
they're doing.
You can never research if you never search.
Oh, come on. You can't do it again.
How can you research if you never search? See, and that's why, like I said, I love my life. I wouldn't trade my life for the world.
Nothing.
They try to call you a slut, a hoe, but guess what? I know what I like.
Exactly.
I know what I want.
Like.
I know what I'm uncomfortable with.
How you gonna like little dicks if you ain't never had one?
Hello.
Exactly.
Because like I said,
that was a topic, right?
Look,
that was a question.
That was a question.
Period.
How you know you don't like little dicks if you ain't never had?
Because that's what Missy Elliott. That's what Missy Elliott said. This is my cliche. If it's worth it, let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
Period.
Girl.
Period with the T at the end.
Girl.
Yes. I'm weak as hell.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to search first. Search for yourself. Search for your own soul. You don't wake up just knowing your soul. That's why you have to be awakened. You're a fool when you don't know your soul.
And that's why I be trying to promote it so much. But, like, you can't, like, make anybody become awake. They have to. The only way to become awake.
That's why I hate that woke trend. Like, no, the fuck you not.
You're not woke until you go through some shit. Like, you got to go through some trauma.
But look, though.
To be woke.
Look, though.
I'm telling you.
Not in all cases. And that's what I'm trying to. I'm trying to break that generational curse. That's our generation. Because we are so used to traumatic experience. Yeah. We always think we have to go to trauma for stuff to be better in our lives.
But because
even with a nigga, like, we think we got to go through trauma with a nigga.
I started watching this show on Netflix called The Magicians.
Mm-hmm.
And you know I'm all about I put in my little bio, I put abracadabra. I'm all about being able to.
That was cute.
But abracadabra is like this.
Being able to speak what abracadabra is like being able to speak what you want. Yeah, you're speaking it into existence.
So right now you got Big E show there.
Big E is I'm all about being Big E. Like period. And Big E is not saying I'm a big bitch.
But I love how Big E sounds like big energy. Yeah, when they say big dick energy,
and that's what I want people to think. I want people to think like, oh, in your face. She's like I'm not even thick. I'm not thick. I don't got no ass, no titties. But
you don't need that.
I'm a big bitch when you see me.
But you don't even need that.
Like it's like when you see me, you feel me. You not just gonna see me, you
even over time, like you said, those are trends. Having a fat ass is a trend.
I don't want no fat ass.
But think about that. I've
never had no problem bagging no nigga.
Think about this. Remember I was just telling you.
Never.
Right. But remember what I was just telling you. Those are trends. That's not even nature.
Any more than the mouthful is too much.
Right. Girl. Men are attracted to so many different types of things that it
niggas don't care. I'm telling you, niggas don't care about no fat ass. I'm telling you.
That was a whole like same mentality. Thick show Sarah Botman like put her on display. The circus.
But my thing is like females get all this fake stuff. I think God. Oh shit! Who calling me?
But yeah.
Sorry. Oh shit.
It's fine.
Sorry. Shit.
That's me.
Somebody tried to call me, but I had to ignore.
Wow. Trend, a general direction in which something is developing or changing. A fashion, change or develop in a general direction. So they're trying to take you to a direction when it's a trend. Mm-hmm. When really you don't have to go no other direction but who you are. Why are you changing yourself? That's why people change themselves for a trend.
Right, I'm comfortable with my no titties.
Yeah,
like, I was never a girl with big titties.
But look, that's why people get plastic surgery because they're changing themselves to be trendy.
Right. But that's the thing. I feel like that's the life test to be okay with who you are. Like you're not supposed to come here and
when I worked at Hooters, that's why I love working at Hooters because again, we just went through so much stuff as women. Mm-hmm. Like I say that women who worked at Hooters, like they created lifetime bonds and all of that stuff.
I'm done with that bottle.
Girl, you know they go and get surgeries and all of that stuff. So they was like, well, no, before you get a surgery, get your nipples pierced.
They say that. Well, that's just
girl, and that's the bomb. I was like, I don't even need those. Like I don't even need
the nipple piercings do give you like a little tingling sensation.
But I'm not gonna like I literally India, I read my life, and that's why I'm glad you mentioned vegan. You get what I'm trying to say? Because what I really
I'm not even
teach,
vegan yet. I'm just vegetarian.
No, you're like on your way though because you see that the benefits
people
of it,
like to
it's
like,
ideal.
well, you're either this or you're not.
But people are trying to be trendy.
Yeah,
let's remove them. Let's stop focusing on ignorant people.
What would you say? Like, so explain like as far as like the whole vegetarian and all of that stuff. You said it came from like a spiritual awakening.
It really did. Like last year, I
went through the same thing, honey.
Yeah, like me and my ex, we had stopped eating meat or whatever, but it was like way more deep.
What was his beliefs? So, because guys that don't eat meat, they real. You ever dated a hotep type of guy? You get what I'm trying to say? Like the guy who wears the.
Girl, look at her.
The guy. I feel like his energy is.
You know how guys that wear the
don't even want
and guys that are really trying to be spiritual and teach you spirit.
Because this is for my ladies.
I didn't want his energy to taint my energy.
So this is for my ladies. So when you said that it was more deeper for you,
for me, like once I stopped eating meat, like I feel like it became like after like a month of doing it, it became way more deep for me. Like I started like envisioning what I wanted my life to be like. I could see it. Things started happening way more faster. Like it's like really like people
like a portal. You were going into the next portal.
Yeah, it was like a whole nother dimension.
Like you changed for the inside instead of changing for the
like
outside.
It all starts within. Like if you don't change what you're doing, like meat, we wasn't supposed to eat meat, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all. Even though I convert back sometimes, it's just because I can't like stop the craving.
Because let me tell you.
Remember what I told you in the podcast? Because like I said, think about this: the media and in marketing, they always give us bullshit that shows us the truth right in our face. And I was telling her, right?
But no, look at the celebrities. Look at what they're doing.
Yes.
If you see, like
that was Beyonce and Jay-Z's challenge to the black community.
Yeah,
in 2019.
But you know what? I don't even look at the celebrities. I look at who they're dating. Like I'll go follow their girlfriends or their boyfriends and be like, and I followed somebody's girlfriend and they were like into crystals and whatnot.
Ace
they wasn't
Hood.
eating meat.
I love Ace Hood's girlfriend. Oh my God, he does yoga. Ace Hood's girlfriend. Oh my God.
No, and they try to make yoga seem like it's demonic. Like you can't meditate.
What?
It's voodoo.
It's only demonic because it's another religion. Let me help you look, because look. I went to
bothering me.
Like, I went to Christian school. They literally call they worship the all-knowing God. Okay, Christians we say the wisest man says that they know nothing at all, but they literally worship prophets and they worship a God that knows everything. There's an all-knowing God that knows the reason why everything is what it is, and everything that's in the water. They say that God created it. There is such thing in Christianity as an all-knowing God. So you can't put any God before that God. Right? You can't have any outside rituals from what that God told you to have.
You from
it was also beaten to slaves.
Exactly.
What they want you to do
is submission, to humbleness,
they want
and
you
all
to
of that
not
stuff.
use your intuition. They want you to not
tap because that would distract you. Remember, we just read the definition of demonic. Demonic is anything that would inspire you to stray away from what.
And that's what 2018 taught me. 2018 was my year of distraction. So I was distracted a lot. Like anything that happened to me, it was to alter my future. It was just kind of like steer me from the right path. And that's what I look at. Like when my book drops, because I told y'all I'm writing a book.
Girl, me too. I have one coming out for my birthday.
2018 is going to be the most chapters. It's going to be 2018. Yes. Because 2018 really defined my life.
I love 2018 because
I love it.
I love how you're speaking about it so much so because think about it.
2018 was horrible, but I love it.
Yes, but this is why I talk about it though. It's horrible only because remember when Beyonce said, "I know that I could never disappoint myself."
Right.
Sometimes you do disappoint yourself when you have expectations that are not reality.
I have learned that everything that I do is only to benefit my higher self. So if I do something that's wild, if I pull a wild card.
But those wild things that you do are against your insides. Those wild things that you do are against what you are naturally supposed to do to make inside survive.
Right. Like I feel like I'm supposed to fuck up. Like, I don't fuck up, how will I grow?
That's part of life, though. That's part of life. Life is going to be some mistakes.
Well, I get what you're saying. She's wording it as progression.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that's what abundance means. Abundance is multiplying. And as women, that is our job.
Have to go, but
that's what I'm saying. Like
stuff
since
like
2018, since my little spiritual awakening, I look at everything differently. Like, whenever somebody treats me bad, I try to understand why they did it.
Yeah.
I don't look at it,
you don't have the same brain or experiences as them.
Yeah, so I'm like, they did this because they're not at the same point where I'm at. They don't understand themselves. So
I love Jhené Aiko.
Girl.
Jhené Aiko defined this so much.
Her Trip album got me through 2018.
Or even
it came out in 2017, but it got me through
2018. Even when she recorded with Drake that From Time.
Yeah.
I love me enough for the both of us.
Exactly.
You, like,
women lost their place. Like that is what women are. We are everything and nothing at the same time to infinity. You ever seen Pi in numbers? Pi, right? And they get a piece of the pie. That's our vagina. That's our vagina. Piece of the pie.
Like math
pie is very metaphorical.
Exactly. Math is like the first language. I don't care what nobody says. It is. Like math is like something that every language can agree on.
Exactly.
Like no matter how they word it or
that's
how
called universal language.
Exactly.
A universal language is also laughter. Universal language is also things that connect us. That's why
when I see numbers in threes, when I see numbers that's adding up, I really like take that into like I put it in my notes. Like, seriously, like everybody be like, oh, she always posting these same numbers. I don't care. Like, I look up everything. Like, but a lot of times, like, I honestly stopped Googling things because Google can kind of like stray you from your real like.
Only because it has because it can distract you because it has multiple links. But if you know what reference to go to, it's very useful.
You gotta see what resonates with you though. Like, if
that's
you see
what I
a
mean.
number and what you're thinking about at that time that you see it, you write it down. Like, what was I thinking about when I saw this number?
I get what you're saying. Trust yourself more than you trust any outside source. But I can say Google has multiple perspectives. They have pages and pages of perspectives. If you already are aware of yourself and you know yourself, you'll know which link to click.
But you gotta see what resonates with you. Because if you don't, you'll get mixed up and you start thinking like five different thoughts.
You definitely will. And that's why then it's more important to even just start going into and just tuning in. Like going.
That's why I said solitude. Solitude is very important. Like a lot of people like. If you,
and what's the opposite of solitude? altitude.
Exactly. And you said you went through a breakup?
Yeah, I went through a breakup, girl.
Yeah, so like that's because you need to be by yourself. Like you don't figure out life until you're by yourself. You can't
even think about that. Think about this. Like even in relationships, right? Marriages last because they know how to keep each other being a breath of fresh air.
Exactly.
Like when you're a breath of fresh air to somebody, like every time you encounter them, it's easier for longevity to exist. And that's what I was talking about with Black marriages, because the reason why we don't get used to dealing with each other, because we're tolerating each other.
Like Black people, like are Black people more like prone to like finding out the truth than like other cultures? Because I'm just
no. We have to. We don't know.
Exactly.
Everybody goes off of their ancient cultures. What can you go off? Ancient.
That you know.
That's
exactly.
2,000 years.
Right.
We've been in this.
How Black.
Like Hindu people, I have way more respect for them because they have like a little dot on their eye.
Yeah,
I hate
we have to go there.
Black
we have
people,
to go there.
we are I'm about to go on live. Shit.
Go on live.
What time is it? Are we?
Let me see what they're talking about.
We in 2 hours. Oh my God.
But this is a good combo, girl.
Yes.
Black people.
I'm sorry.
We are a new race of people. We are like one of the freshest race of people. Black people, when we came over here in America in the 1700s, we are officially on our 400th anniversary of how we are as humans.
Exactly.
They have completely manipulated who we are as humans. They bred us with each other.
Yep.
They bred us with white people.
Yes.
And white people are Irish, Italian, German, Russian. You have so many different types of subcultures in the white race. They also bred us with Caribbean people who also were bred with other white people in places that white people over there colonized.
And that's why they
Black
consider
people
themselves to be
are
white
an
people.
entire new race of people. And we have so much innovation because they used us to build this place in America. And America was a fake place because we call it fake because it was a made up reality.
Right.
And that's what Ish was just talking about when she was saying manifestation. Manifestation is literally something that starts in your imagination. And the things that you can imagine are the things that you visualize. The things that you can imagine are the things that you can picture. No matter what word you want to use, they created a language that has multiple definitions for each word. They created a language that has multiple connotations outside of the definitions for each word in order for you to relate to multiple things. So it makes us, as Black people, we are multifaceted.
Absolutely.
The reason why she can listen to rock music and alternative music and rap and hip hop and trap.
Exactly.
The reason why I can, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, we are everything and nothing at the same time.
Very multifaceted people. Definitely.
That was just so powerful. I feel like I wasn't even speaking. Like, something else was speaking. That was a spirit just speaking.
Absolutely.
That's who we are as Black people. That's who we are as Black people.
Somebody called us fake woke, but
fake woke.
Wow.
They still sleep.
They still humble.
The ones fake woke.
Those the ones that's humble.
When people insult,
it was a fake page. It wasn't
right. But no, even those fake pages, they're coming from real people. So at the end of the day,
they can't say it from who they truly are. So
exactly.
So they're the ones that are literally fake woke.
Exactly.
They're not living in their truth, because if you was living in your truth, you would say it from your real page. Now,
come on about it.
Exactly.
And when you're uncomfortable living with your truth, you're fake.
Come on now. You for real sleep. Okay.
You fake woke, but you for real sleep.
This is going to over 2 hours. Oh my god.
Such a good combo, right? But to wrap it up, give us some main points, T.
Just some main points. You want to always make sure that when you are balancing, okay? Again, make sure that you are balanced.
That's Ish.
You want to
Shout
make
out
sure
to Ish, the balance.
Exactly.
You gotta make sure
the balance bit.
Exactly.
Okay.
You want to always make sure that you are manifesting, that you are talking, that you're writing it down.
If you're not speaking it into existence, it's probably not going to weigh out how you want it.
Exactly.
Like talk about it.
Exactly. So with that being said, make sure you check out my first episode of season 2, 10 tips into turning your New Year's resolutions into a lifestyle. And it's all about manifesting. It's all about doing the work. It's about going through those processes and doing the work.
Trust in the process, girl.
Being consistent, being ideal, being whole, being, just everything. Just going through and experiencing that and feeling that and going through those emotions because we gotta go through it and go in order to get through it. So, oh shit, now my turn.
Like, oops, I did again.
So with that being said, y'all, Desire Dance tonight, okay, 8:30. JN Unlimited. We got Jessica. We got Big E. She gonna come through.
I'm coming tomorrow. What time is it tomorrow?
And you know what? I'm gonna just DM you. I'm literally gonna DM you
because I want people to pull up.
Yes,
absolutely.
And she'll let you know
great.
The song the
How
day.
How much is it?
Just $10.
$10 cash, y'all. Ain't no cash apping and all of that.
I know y'all got $10
cash, cause ain't no cash apping none of that. Okay. Cash money. But anyway, we got you coming back to talk more about.
Yeah, we're going to talk about 50 Shades of Pink next time.
We're definitely going to make sure that we just really, really get into it. And that just. Deep. Exactly. So, yes, this was just, we'll do a to be continued.
To be continued.
A to be continued. That's exactly what it is. All right. So, this is for my ladies. We got Big Ish in the building. Woo. All right. And we got XO Tiana. Okay. All right. Go ahead and do your at name and all that stuff.
It's
whatever.
Lipstick X Labels with a Z at the end.
And make sure you follow her hair page too because she's
follow
a hair slayer.
Put it all out.
She's a hair slayer. Okay. And book her.
Follow me. Don't follow me, hoes, but follow.
Exactly.
I love him.
Follow the leader, bitch.
Follow the leader, but
follow the leader.
Lead the way, but don't lead it.
Come on now.
Hey y'all, I'm done.
All right, y'all. Okay. So this is Tisha the Diva. This is for my ladies, and we are out. Okay.
And I'm gonna drink the rest.